Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Spawn Trooper Live. This evening, well, let's just see where this takes us, shall we? I mean, what could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Oh, yeah. I mean, you can't make this shit up, can we? You can't make this shit up. Hi, everybody. Come on in. Come and sit back. Max, Murray, Blue, Tim, me please, Mama Joe. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. But anyway, 1 second.
Calling out the folks who act all mean with that easily and Bruce the Goose. He's the one who keeps them loose. The leaves got tails with gaps so wide, like a pasta strainer. Bruce can't hide. He tells a yarn, then tells it twice. But Spawn Trooper's there to add some spice. Spawn Trooper's on the hunt, no lie. Exposing nonsense with a gleam in his eye. That easily and Bruce the Deuce. He's got him cornered, they got no excuse. A lawyer, they say, but his credibility's blown away. Less trusted than Meyer Ned on the scene. When he speaks, folks cringe and lean.
Warning. The following video contains strong language, which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only. Thank you for your attention. Well. Good evening, boys and girls. Good evening. So, how is everyone today? Or shall I ask? Oh yes. Oh dear. Oh my. Oh my. I mean, yes. Yeah, what can we say about today, eh? What can we say about today? Yeah, that's going to be an interesting. Tim, hi, how you doing? Welcome, everybody. How do I find out who subscribed to my channel? Well, you just go up to your browser at the top, click on it, go to, it'll say there, you click on it and it'll say YouTube Studio, click on YouTube Studio and then go to dashboard and it'll tell you there. Oh, yes. Yes.
Hmm. Interesting. I I'm finding it. I'm finding it very interesting that uh, the two fleas, their behaviour over the last 48 hours has been borderline psychotic, to say the least. And yeah, I'm not scared of saying that. Yes, very psychotic. Walking around like they own the fucking place, and then they had the audacity. Oh, we've got permission. Here's the thing. Okay, you may have permission to put pictures up of that young lady. Okay, but you've made so many mistakes, and I'm gonna name people as they are now. I'm gonna name people as they are. Bruce Matskin. If you seriously think you're still gonna have your license to practice law after all this, yeah, forget about it. You have just gone and basically shot yourself in both feet, not just legally but also professionally as well. You've basically made a website and you call yourself the legal team with people who have done nothing but a hate campaign and character assassination on one individual. Then what you then do go and do is that you then go and do exactly the same that Lynette Preston has been doing for the last 2.5 years with the GoFundMe's and everything else, and the Fund Me Go or whatever it's called. And you've done exactly everything that you idiots have said. Well, basically everything that we have predicted and what we have said. You've done. You've done everything. Even before Shara Michelle or Slug decided to come back to the dark side. I mean, come back to the truth. Okay, everything that I've said, everything that Mike has said, you've basically proven us right. You've made so many mistakes legally and ethically. You've got no integrity, no ethics. And, you complain about your back, Lisa, but to be perfectly honest with you, there's nothing wrong with you. You're just a lazy cow. I mean, and I think you need to get the sun a little bit more, pale face. That's what I'm going to call you from now on, pale face. You are now, as of today, called pale face. Now, this is not a hate thing. This is facts. The fact that you are monetizing that child, you're basically monetizing that child. That's what you're doing. You're monetizing that child. You're using that child once again as a money-making scheme tool. And that's absolutely despicable, to say the least. Now, I don't really give a crap what you people say or do, because everything you do now has legal ramifications. Everything you've done is going to come back to bite you in the ass. There's a lot of stuff. Hi, my pretty. There's a lot of stuff you have done that's going to come back to bite you in the ass, but you don't realize what you've done because you are so committed on attacking Jeremy Hells that you are missing a lot of facts. Hi, Squid. How you doing? And I'm going to start from now. I'm going to go through them now. Okay. First of all, I saw the pictures of that website. I haven't gone to it because I know exactly what you're doing. And Mike hit the nail on the head. Okay. You're giving it all this the royal flush and all this, the wraith and all that crap. You think you're so tough and you think you're so clever, but you're nothing. You call yourself a warrior. You're not a warrior. You're pun life. You're nothing. You're a hater. You're a narcissist. Right? You are basically harassing and stalking Jeremy Hells. Because here's the thing: a PR team would not go on a hate campaign. Point one. Point two: you'd be more professional. You wouldn't be on the internet. And if you were on the internet, you would be doing trailers. You'd be doing publishing. You'd be doing publishing. But you're not doing that. The only thing you are publishing is hate. and the character assassination and slander and defamation. And that's not just, I mean, I know that Jeremy is your specific target for character assassination, but you've attacked other people, including myself. You've actually named me and Veteran Nation by our real names. That doesn't bother us, because the thing is, what you have to understand, that we've got more on you than you think we have. And if you think we don't, try me. I can prove 100% categorically who Nunya was, laughing out loud Nunya, or baby killer Nunya. I can prove 100% who that was. 100%. I can prove that right now. Okay, Squid. But I'm not going to do that. Do you know why? Because I got principles, because I got integrity, because I got ethics. Because I know that's a legal process going on at the moment, and I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to show anything. Let me tell you something now. If you seriously think that Slug could have walked away, you've got another thing coming. But the fact that he actually apologized, the fact that he actually took the higher road, and he actually took the higher road and showed some integrity. He's not perfect. No, he's not perfect. But he showed integrity. He showed ethics. And you know what? And that statement he made about these websites redirecting everything. That's, Squid, I'm not going to discuss that in public. I'm not going to discuss that in public. That's your choice. That is entirely up your choice. But at least he now knows. And that's probably why he's kissing your ass as much as he is kissing your ass. That's why he is trying to become part of your intestine. That's why he's kissing your ass as the way he is. Because you know, you can prove categorically who it was. I don't care about the site max. At the end of the day, I care about actions, facts. And the fact that they have put pictures up that never have been online. And here's the problem they made. This is the problem they made. They showed pictures that have not been online yet. So that means they received those pictures from Lynette Preston. So Lynette Preston is once again using that child for monetary gain. I don't care about hearsay. I don't care about that. That's what's causing most of the fucking drama. That's what's causing most of the arguments, because people go, oh, I heard this, I heard that. No. I have been shown evidence of so much shit. You'll be very surprised of what I can and can't fucking say. And I tell you one thing, what I can say would blow them fuckers out of the water. Right? Because here's the thing. Right? Robbie thinks that he can hide behind some different name or shit like that. Robbie, let me tell you something right now. Right? You are has been. Yeah, you had that bit of fame. Yeah, you had that bit of Swamp Brothers. You had that bit of fame, and you know what? That's it. Now today I watched Veteran Nation stream, and wow, what are you guys so afraid of that you are attacking him? That you're trying to put him down? Hey. What are you so afraid of? I'll tell you what you're afraid of, the truth. And that the fact that people like me or like Veteran Nation won't back down. You don't scare us. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Let me tell you something right now. There are people out there who watch everything you do, and we already know that you are using illegal let's put it this way: you're doing stuff that is illegal, and considering that you have now made yourself public, you have publicly announced that you are the PR team for Lynette Preston. Like, I'm going back to what I said before, I hope that you've got liability insurance, and I hope that you think very carefully now, as of today, what you say. So think very carefully what comes out of that mouth. Very, very carefully. Now, I'm a type of, like, everyone knows me. I'll say it as it is. I'm not scared of any of you. I'm not. Do you know, the last person I was any way, shape, or form intimidated about died over 40 years ago. So let me assure you, right? Even Satan, right, has an injunction out on me. Yeah, he's got a restraining order on me. So trust me. You don't scare me, Lisa, or you, Tori, or you, Bruce. Hey, and Dave. Kids who play with fire get burnt. And you've been burnt by people who are actually, you consider friends. And that goes for all of you. You have been burnt. You have been burnt. Big time. And if you think you can walk around Otter Creek and intimidate people, here's a word. Hello, Road Mama. Here's a word of advice. Be very, very careful of what you say, who you say it to, and what you say. Because the thing is, unless you have legal documentation to prove and state that you are a PR company and a PR team, legal documents, like company documents, to prove that you are the PR team for that absolute psychopath, then here's a word of advice. Keep your mouth shut. Just saying. Now, on the next note, I've seen another couple of comments where Bruce is being rude to women. Now, Bruce, are you going to come clean about Yes, I know, Squid, but, you know, under Article 14 and Article 2 of the Human Rights Act and under the Geneva Convention, I have to give them, you should know. Come on, Squid. Come on. I know we're not allowed to play with our food, but hey, leave me alone. Right. But the thing is, this is coming from me. There's nothing to do with you, Squib. There's nothing to do with Mike or anyone else. I mean, I sent Mike a message, and I sent Veteran Nation a message, but obviously he doesn't care. He's playing with his dog and his cat. But what I do want, I want to invite. There's a person who I would like to invite on who has a lot of insight. That's one person who I would like to invite. Is one person who's been on the tail on this story from day one, and very, very insightful, very intelligent. But the thing is, it's entirely up to her, and I just sent her a message, but no one has actually responded to their messages. So jog on. Hello, Ammo Girl. Oh, by the way, DC. Oh, they are throwing out threats to people who posted HG's photos after she herself. The thing is, this is the whole point. Here's the whole point. First of all, they're not just posting a picture, they are posting multiple different types of pictures. Okay. Now, as soon as you put that out, unfortunately, that and this is the whole thing where they seem to. I mean, either they don't understand what they're fucking doing, or they're that dumb that they don't understand what they're doing. They're probably the same level of intelligence as Lynette Preston, because once you put pictures out, once you put those pictures out, okay, they become public, acknowledged, and they become a public figure. So basically, may taking a picture of yourself with no mask on. Now, here's the thing that gets me. All right, all these times, yeah, you've got all these. How can I put it? You've got all these complaints and whinging and moaning about, oh, you know, my child, if my child this and child that, you know, she's got a disease, blah, blah, and all that crap. Hi, Jen. All right. Why is it that all these people were walking around with no mask on, but the only person who did have a mask on was that fat cow Tory when she got out of the car, trying to prove, right? Yeah, and at the end of the day, you can judge me and question. You can call me anything you like. You can call me a drunk. You can call me anything you like. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Right? It doesn't bother me one bit. Now, the way I see it is this. They even, I mean, like tonight, there's going to be the Otter Creek Town Hall meeting. Now, I'm not going to watch it because I'm going to wait until it's done. Then I'm going to watch it, because the thing is, if you watch it, you become biased. And I'd rather, if you watch it while it's live, you become biased, because that's when you start getting opinion. I would rather watch it afterwards and then go, do you know what? Because then you can gather evidence. You can gather, you know, you can actually, like Biscuit Boy, for example, when you watch one of the videos, I think it was Deanna, or I think it was Deanna who put the video up. You can actually see Biscuit Boy filming Jeremy Hell's video, Jeremy Hell's cell phone. Why should I mention Wilburns? Don't. Why should I do that? Why should I do that? I mean, this has gone beyond a joke now. This has gone into the realm of dangerous behavior. That's how bad it's got. Right? It's gone into a realm of dangerous behavior. They're using the child once again. Now, if the police and the CPS or the Social Security or wherever they get their SSI from, do not invest, and especially the IRS, if this is not investigated, then there's something definitely wrong with your legal system over there, on every aspect, on every level. I'm not gonna. No. You don't tell me what to use as a. I've already got Harley as a. And I'm gonna go and get it now. 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to, everyone, just calm down, okay? Because she's a little bit intimidated, okay? She's had a very, very busy day, right? And we need to be careful that we don't scare her. All right, we can't scare her because she'll be scared. Okay, we don't want to scare her. All right, so everybody, I'm just very carefully. I'm just gonna give her some privacy. 1 second. I'm just gonna give her some privacy. And what I'm gonna do. Okay, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, Sally. All right, just take it nice and easy. You'll be okay. All right, come on, move over here a little bit. There you go. Move over there a little bit. There you go. You'll be all right, sweetheart. There you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be nice. Okay, let's be very kind. Okay, she's a bit shy. You're right there. You're right there, sweetheart.
Yes, I am. We got a new fence now.
Oh, you got a new fence.
Yes, we have.
Oh, right. Do you want to tell us about the fence?
It's big and it's brown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And so, who built that? Who built that fence for you, darling?
The two dragon ladies. Every time they spoke, it was like. It was like listening to someone who was possessed.
Oh, you're right, darling. I know. So, what's that in your bucket?
And that's my. The mummy said that is my go-to bucket. Yes, that's my go-to bucket. Yes,
Oh, is it?
yes it is.
That's a nice bucket, darling. By the way, do you know? Let me ask you a question. Do you like that new fence?
No,
Why not?
because I can't see all the boom booms going past.
Oh, you can't.
No, and I wonder what's the funny thing that flies over on a tree.
Oh, right. Okay. What's that funny thing on the tree?
It's that thing that goes.
Oh, you mean that blow up? That little donut?
Yeah.
All right, then, sweetheart. Well, listen. I think you need to go now. All right, dinner's ready.
Oh, all right.
Do you know what you're having for dinner?
No.
You don't know what you're having for dinner? Well, sweetheart, listen. Okay, you take care of yourself, right? And remember, the minions are with you. Okay?
All right.
Love you.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, sweetheart. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Bless her cotton socks. She even brought her own bucket. You know, for 5 years old, she's very, very clever. I mean, come on. It's, yeah, so there you go. Christ, my throat hurts after that. Oh my God! Right. Anyway, I've got a message. Right. Hang on a minute. I received a message. Right. Anyway, I forgot what I was going to do now. Right, just 1 second. Let's see if this will work. We're going to have another special guest star on the stream. All right. But it's up, Mitch. Here's one thing I want to say is this, okay? Let's be factual about this whole thing. Yes, joke aside, all right, let's be a little bit factual about this, all right? at the end of the day, if you're going to be anal about, you're going to start attacking people for putting it, you think that you can do anything legally just by, making that website and put those pictures up. Well, actual fact, you can't, right? Because you've now made her. That's not as fucking. When you fucking hell. Fuck off, Squid. My alter ego. Shut up. No, be quiet. No, don't argue with me. No, sorry. Sorry, I'm arguing with my foot. No. The thing is, the minute you put those pictures up is exactly what the same thing in that Lynette did. She become a public figure. You have now become public figures. Okay? And the reason I'm not putting those pictures up is because I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I know exactly what you're trying to do. I know exactly what you're trying to do. But there's one thing you can't do. You can't say anything when there's satire, joking, or criticism, or anything. So, go and fuck yourself. And the thing is, it is despicable, to say the least, that you are going so deep to use a child. And then you're going to plant this child all over. You've been doing this for months. But I thought your problem was with Jeremy Helms. Oh, we have a guest. Let's see who this is, shall we? Well, hello.
Hello.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to my pretty.
My pretty, we want it. We want it. Schmiegel stomach. We want our precious now. We want it.
So, welcome to the stream. So, my pretty, first of all, what is your overall... right, okay, we're going to do this properly. I'm going to ask you questions, and if you don't want to answer those questions, at no time do you have to answer under any obligation to answer those questions, okay? So if you don't want to answer them, you don't have to. However, anything you say, anything you will say, or anything you do say, will be taken down and used against you in a court of law if you refuse to say anything. That is entirely up to you. But anyway, no. I broke that up a little bit because I didn't want to give away. Right, okay, my pretty. What do you think about the present situation in regards of this website and everything they've been saying? What is your overall opinion about that? This is now your personal opinion, someone who's known about this for a while. So what is your opinion?
Well, I think in the website that they posted, they acknowledge that they are a PR firm for Lynette.
Mm-hmm.
So that basically means that they are speaking for her on her behalf. So it's like the same thing as if you're just talking to her openly. They posted pictures of her little girl that no one has seen, no one has. Lynette had to give those pictures willingly to be posted publicly. And I think they're running scared because they got caught on it.
So, in regards of the pictures, a verbal agreement is not enough. Would it have to be in writing?
Well, the thing with the pictures, it all stems back to your First Amendment that we have in this country.
Mm-hmm.
If I go to Disney World and I decide to stand there on Main Street and take a picture of Cinderella's castle, and I capture the 4,000 people that's standing there in front of me, they have infants, they have children.
Yeah.
They got their grandmother and everything there. I can still come home and post that picture. I don't have to ask every one of those people permission to post that picture because it's in public.
Okay.
Once you post a picture in public on a public forum,
mm-hmm.
it becomes fair game for everything, except for you can't use that picture to promote your product or to run a commercial. That's what's actually constituted as commercial. But you're using it to promote something. Like
right, sorry, Karen.
Oh, I'll say like a movie or something like that. You can't use it to promote people.
Okay. Right, let me ask you another question on the pictures. Now, obviously, under certain ethical laws, redacting like faces of children and possible, addresses and stuff like that. I mean, that would be ethically correct, wouldn't it not, if you posted a picture?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. There's a difference between something that's ethical and something that's legal.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that's legal that we don't do because personally, in everybody's opinion, they don't think it's the right thing to do. I do
Right.
question why on that website, if you'll notice, there's no pictures of the adults involved in this. It's all the child. It's all the little girl because see that's what's going to pull the heartstrings and that's going to make people go in their pocket.
Okay. Yeah. Now
You know,
here's another thing. I mean, obviously, like with all the pictures, I'm not gonna show these pictures because at the end of the day, I'm out of respect to Harley. I'm not going to do that. Now that her name and her actual identity is being shown in the public domain, I am going to now use her name, which I'm legally entitled to. Because, but the thing is, I'm not going to use it too much because at the end of the day, right, it's not fair on her. She's only 5 years old and she doesn't know good from right, bad or right from wrong. And but the fact that these people sat there and they've got their sunglasses on, their little poxy hats on, and fucking dirty grin on their face, and then you got this poor child who's 100% innocent, and she's just sitting there thinking that everything's fine, but she doesn't realize what really is going on. Now, do you think that? I mean, obviously, I've been calling this for months, and obviously, so has veteran, and I brought this up on multiple times that I've called it out on their behaviour. If they now, the first time I brought up the fact of the liability insurance, considering that they've now identified themselves as legally as the PR team, they now ethically and legally have to show documentation to state that fact. They are a company, an LLC, and everything, and that's backdated to whenever. That can't be now. Say if they start that company today, cough it up. If they start that company today, that
carry on.
means that anything they have said in the past can be used and will be used against them in court.
Yes, and that was my husband that coughed. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But
It's all right. Cough
yeah,
it up, mate.
if you'll notice on the post that's up there now, when you go to look for the website, I do believe it says that they'll be coming back when they have filled out the proper paperwork or something to that effect.
Right. So
Um,
so what you're saying is technically they've admitted that they are not legally a PR team yet.
correct,
So
correct.
therefore they have been deceiving people and they've been lying to people.
Exactly. I mean, you can have a friend that stands up for you. I mean, a lot of people in your chat, they know me, and if I see somebody being attacked or I see somebody that I feel like maybe the person that's talking back to them didn't understand what their meaning was. They didn't get
Uh-huh.
their sarcasm. I always tell them this is what they meant. But I'm not their PR. I'm just a friend. And Lisa has clearly said that she is the PR for Lynette, clearly, and stated it more than one time.
Oh, she's been saying
It's,
it for a couple of months now. So
yeah,
yeah, I mean that's fact. But here's the problem though. If they are not only now stating, I mean, this website went up on the 9th. So basically in October, no, September was it? September? What month's the 9th? October, November. September. So basically that went up in September. So therefore, even before that, they were stating that they are the PR team. Now, obviously, Deuce has a big issue. Now he's got a big legal issue. So he can either deal with the discretion that's going on within the PR team, or he can deal with the case. Now, from what I've gathered over the last few months, is that his attention is more. He likes to get his PR. That's what he stated. He wants PR. He wants PR. Now, don't you find it quite strange when he was going on? Is that he wants to get his story out. He wants PR. Suddenly, these two idiots decided to call themselves the PR team.
yeah, and Mr. Coop, I love you dearly. You're doing great. Yeah, Bruce wants the attention for his case. That's why Bruce got into this.
Mm-hmm.
When Bruce was in the Fake What the Hell's group, no, I take that back. When Bruce was on his Facebook group, I asked him how he got into all this to start with. And he said that Larry Foreman got him into it. Well, Larry publicly said that's a lie, that he didn't get Bruce into it. Then Bruce backtracked, of course, and said that no, he heard the story from Larry. but he wanted to get his story out there for the mac and cheese and his case that he has going in Connecticut with the ethics board,
which is still ongoing, by the way. You
which is
Karen?
still ongoing. And yes, so you've got these ladies, and they just go hog ass wild, and they say what they want to say. I do hear Bruce sometimes try to rein them in, but Bruce doesn't rein them in. He's the attorney. He's sitting there. He's hearing what's being said. He is actively taking part in what is being said and done. Um, I don't begrudge that little youngin getting anything for Christmas. I think that's a wonderful idea, and I think that if they handled it differently, they would have more people listening to what they're saying instead of fighting against them.
No, here's the thing that, like, I've mentioned multiple times. Okay, I've already called Bruce out on multiple lies and multiple discrepancies. I've already called out those the two fleas. I've already called out Jabba the Hoot. I've called out a lot of people. And the thing is, every single time I've done a call out, it's come to fruition. I've basically been proven right. Now, what I can't understand is that what are they trying to? I know that there's this hate campaign going on, and a character assassination going on. I mean, you can disagree with me, you can agree, disagree. It's entirely up to you. Now, with this hate campaign going against Jeremy Hales, with the behaviour of the two fleas and the behaviour of Bruce Matskin, and now that website popping up, and them now again using a child for monetary gain, and everything they've made over the last few months with gift cards and everything else. Could you actually sort of make the comment on a borderline of embezzlement?
I do believe that there is funds that are going out that no one will know the accountability of. And I say that by saying this. Let's say I donate anonymously $100
Yep.
to the. Let's just take the fence.
Yep.
Let's say you donate $100 to the fence.
Yep.
The fence gets built. So, did they use my $100? Did they use your $100? If the fence only costed $100, where did the other $100 go?
Mm-hmm.
Those
Yeah.
are the accountability. That's the accountability that people are asking for. They're not begrudging the help that she's getting. That's not it. They just want to know that everything is being done above board. Because, I mean, as we've seen, people will lie to you when it comes to taking donations and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they will lie to you and tell you one thing and then do another.
Yep. And I actually, I've got a little story to say to that. Well, first things first, though, the money they've received is quite a substantial amount. No matter what they say, they've received quite a substantial amount. Here's the thing, though: they can't make the statement that they paid people to put that fence up, because they didn't. Okay, because everyone involved in putting that fence up was a personal relation or partner or whoever. There was no professional individual there except the person who dropped off the fence panel. So there's one thing. So if they try to say, oh, they paid for labor and hourly rate and labor, that's a lie. All right. The second point is, okay, now using fastcrete or fast cement, all right, using one bag or two bags for those poles in sand, okay, you're still going to have, oh, excuse me, I just received a message. You still have those what do you call it, those posts in. Here's a oh, here, right, oh, wait a minute, oh, we lost you. There you are, welcome back.
Okay.
Right, here's the thing. Yeah, everybody needs to understand, and I'm going to make this absolutely crystal clear that even an idiot will understand. When you put a post in and you put it in with cement into a soft ground or soft sand, all right, you need to allow the ground and the cement to dry perfectly. It needs to be dry, simple. All right, you can't just put it in and then put the fence panels on, because the thing is, after a while, it will then start moving over to one direction, either forward or backwards. Okay, so you need to make sure that the crete is dry. And if it's a quick drying, then fine. But you can't just put one bag in there and go, yep. Oh, she keeps on.
Kick me out. I'm back.
Yeah, you got shit. Yeah, we need to get no. Okay, so here's one thing you need to remember, especially the trolls out there. Okay, if you want to try to convince people, especially certain people who for certain, let me rephrase my sentence. There's enough people who've got experiences of putting up fence panels and putting up fence posts, may they be metal, wood, or other. Okay, one thing you'll never, hi Skipper, one thing you'll never ever be able to put across without getting caught out is when you put a wooden fence panel untreated into the ground. Oh, does she? Okay, yeah, I've got her here right now. Okay, into the ground with just 1 or 2 bags, right? At least 2 foot minimum has to be covered in concrete, right? To not just give it stability, but also give it weight because it's soft ground. And then you need to pound that ground down around that post to make it stable. Just saying.
Right.
And if I'm wrong, someone who's in the building industry, come on in here and tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't know about putting up the fence and everything. I know that she showed that they used one. It looks like they're using a bag of concrete per post.
Well, that's not going to be enough. Because the thing is, right, if anyone remembers, go back to Travis, right? Go back to when he had that little, that little thing he had planted in front of Tube Town.
Yeah, the sign.
The sign, right? Now, if you watch the way he took it out, he took that came out very easily. Yes, he used the hope with it, but if you watch very carefully, right, there was about 2 foot of cement on there. Okay, but he still needed to dig down and then to bring it out. Right, so those posts went down in the ground of 3 foot plus. So and also what they've done, right? Instead of they've put a gap underneath the fence. Now I get it, right? If you put a gap underneath the fence, if there's strong wind going, it'll go under the fence and over the fence. But the majority of that pressure will still be going against that fence.
Yeah, there's a potential there for it. Definitely, you're in Florida. It's not like you don't get hurricanes all the time. It's not like you don't have high winds that happen all the time.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I just hope that it is in there secure enough and that it doesn't blow over, because I would hate for anybody to get hurt or anything to happen, or even for them to lose part of their fence if it's not actually stable.
Well, it's not just that as well. I mean, the thing is, you've got now. Okay, fair enough. They got that. I mean, it actually took them a while to get that fence up, considering that fence should have been up by a month ago. But hey, right, technicality, yeah. Right. But here's the thing. You can put that, if you put that fence across and you put like a little L shape on each end, fine. You've got your fence up. It's not a preserve. It's just a fence. Right. But here's the problem. You are now cutting off any natural visibility of social interaction for that child. So that child now lives in a fob, right? So that means nothing will change on behavior. Nothing will change with daily life. The only difference is when people drive past it now, they don't have to put up with the crap that they have to see on the left-hand side of that road when they're driving down it. Okay. Second of all, it's a public road. Anyone can drive up and down there as much as they like, and there's nothing they can say or do. Okay. If Jeremy drives up and down that road, he has every right, because he has got 2 entrances on that property. He's got one further up and one further down. And if you go down on the right hand side, that's where that house was over the property line, and they had to remove some of the house and clean it all up down there. That's where the entrance is for the communication tower. And then further up at the top of it, that's where John Cook drove his vehicle onto. All right, that's the other entrance to the farm. Okay, so they have every right. Anybody has every right to drive up and down that road. So you putting that fence up, you've actually done everyone in that village a favor.
Well, two, I guess this is my question: is you've put up this fence. There's a sign out by the side of the road that Lynette's put out that says "Slow, children at play." So when cars come down the road, if they stop and go slower, they're stalking me. They're stalking me. They're stalking me. You've put up a huge privacy fence. We have a ballpark here in America, and it's called the Green Wall. You know, at this ballpark, it's synonymous. It's a
Yeah,
green wall. It's a big thing.
yeah,
Well, you put up this great big fence. Now you're talking about putting banners up on top of the fence, and yet
yeah,
you don't think anybody's going to stop and look or take pictures of this different thing that you've put in this little community. Of course, now they're going to stop and take more pictures. Now they're going to look more than they did
yeah.
before.
I mean,
And
the thing is, they basically contradict themselves, and also something else. Advertising and also putting up. Slug, how you doing, mate? Uh, Wait a minute. When are we getting? Anyway, yeah, you soon, mate, soon. But let me just go on here. Right, here's the thing. First of all, okay, right, is that sign being put up by the local town hall, by the local council? The second thing is, okay, if they put banners on that property, then it's commercial. Then that means they're advertising. So therefore, will they have a commercial license?
you would think that would be the case. I don't know if it's zoned as commercial or not. Um, I'm not 100% sure on that piece of property. I know that there's other properties there because I actually looked into them. There's other properties there that's zoned residential and commercial.
Right. So
But but you can't for instance, you can't put Santa Claus in your front yard and expect people not to stop and look at it. Okay?
exactly.
Can't do that. If you put Santa Claus out in your front yard, folks are going to stop. They're going to get out. They're going to take pictures. That because you've put Santa Claus in your yard, you want them to look at your Christmas decorations.
Here's a
The first,
perfect comment that just that. I mean that this is the perfect. Where is it? Where are you? This is the perfect comment, right? That there is the perfect comment of contradiction in terms. So I mean,
yes,
just hit the nail on the head. Yes, they were saying that during putting the fence up, cars were slowing down because of people in the road, and they were saying that they were stalking them. No, they slowed down not to hit anyone. This is the whole fucking point. I mean, where do you come to the realization that just because people drive down a public road, right, doesn't mean they're stalking you. Do you know? Let's put it this way: with the amount of crap and everything else you people have done, right? No one wants to be anywhere near you.
exactly.
All right, and the fact that like we've already outed you for who you are and what you are, right? It's only a matter of time before the law catches up to you. And one thing I can tell you, Karma is a very beautiful and patient lady. She will come and she will hand you every part of your whatever they want to hand you. Because to be honest with you, I don't know about American law. I don't know about any type of law over there. But one thing I can assure you is you are going to feel the full force of the law when this
Yeah,
comes to fruition.
yeah. Kim's just saying what I said. There is an actual sign that Lynette put out there that says "Slow, children."
Yes, I've
So
seen it.
people slow down when they get to her property, not to look or whatever, but they're going to turn and look at that sign, and it's going to draw attention over to that piece of property.
Yeah,
But
Slug, you take care. You take care, buddy. All right. Hey, and Slug, just keep going, doing what you're doing, buddy. You're doing a really good job being you, mate. All right. Don't let these people even affect you in any shape or form.
and
All
I'll
right. Just
talk later, Slug.
all right. So you
But
just
but
you do.
I was gonna say, but yeah, what they're doing is they're actually drawing attention to it. Um, People come, they come to see Tube Town. Yes, they're going to look across the street and see Lynette.
Yeah.
She would have been better off to have used Tube Town to her
Hmm.
benefit instead of fighting against it, but used it to her benefit.
I mean, here's the thing, all right? This whole I was thinking about. It's funny you say this. I was thinking about this for the last couple of months, actually. Considering that she, when that ever fence was still up and she had that sign turtle sanctuary and all that, right?
Right?
She was technically getting free advertising. Now,
That's great.
I would have, if it had been me, I would have just kept my mouth shut. I would have just backed off on everything that's going on, and I would have just, I would have dealt with the court cases and just kept my mouth shut. Because at the end of the day, right, when Travis goes to Tubetown, he doesn't care about what goes on over there. He just wants to do bits of Tubetown, and I enjoy his streams on there,
I do
right?
too.
And yes, if you go, you will see that property. And now, right, he's going to have the most beautiful view ever when you see that property behind him. You're going to see this beautiful fence that was paid for by other people,
Hmm.
for a scrounger, for a grifter. All right, and you're going to have a beautiful fence, and it's going to be fantastic because he doesn't have to put up with that site anymore. That's the best thing. Now, the other thing is, there has to be a line drawn in the ground. They have put these websites up, and here's the thing: they should be using that "Save Harley Grace" title because that's already been done by someone.
Hmm.
Hashtag Save Harley Grace, and it's a petition. So therefore, they are now infringing on copyright. Basically, they're copying what Mike did. So good luck on that one.
Well, Lisa admitted that I do believe it was last night or night before last that Mike did the hashtag Save Harley Grace, and she figured why not just jump on that.
Wait, if you can clip that, and we've got evidence, and that'll be evidence.
Yeah, I can find it.
I mean, here's the problem. Now that they've publicly, oh God, now that they've
Sorry.
made now that they've made it public that they are the PR team, I hope they've got liability insurance and I hope they've got the paperwork for it, because there's no such thing as like, oh, I'm this and then I'm going to do that. No, you have to have a up and running company with the paperwork, with the liability insurance and everything else, because right now you are impersonating. So falsehoods, lazies, falsehoods.
Well, my thing is this too. If you're a PR team, supposedly, for
Mm,
Lynette,
yeah.
then why are you not, instead of jumping down Jeremy's hind end every chance you get, why aren't you out there saying the good things about Lynette, how wonderful she is, that she does these things, that she does that. She's a good person. She's not a bad person. That's what PR is. But all they talk about is Harley. That's it.
Do
They
you know
don't
what?
really
Do you
come
know
off
what?
on Lynette too much.
I'm going to give Lynette one bit of credit here. I'm going to give her one credit. When I was showing, like I said, I didn't go to the site because I have no interest. But when I was showing a picture with Lynette and the child when she was probably 1 or 2 at the beach, and I saw the smiles on the child and the smiles on Lynette, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck did you move from Northport if you were so happy? What was the point of you leaving Northport if you were so happy and you were already content? Why did you leave to live on a piece of land that was used to be a dump, right, and live in a shed or why is John living in that caravan where you and that child should be living in that caravan and John should be living in that shed, right?
Well,
Why haven't you finished off that building so you can live in it? You've
well,
got you,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you've got that septic tank or that septic uh, farm, right? Where in one of the videos you can see the child richly with her chair sitting on top of it. Okay, look. At the end of the day, if you actually conduct yourself like a mature adult parent or a mature adult in the first place, people wouldn't see your mistakes, wouldn't see your undoings, wouldn't see the faults you've got. And to be perfectly honest with you, we don't have to say anything more about these people because we now know the truth. We know what they're not doing. We know what they're up to, and it's all about this. You can't see it, but I'm doing a money thing. I'm doing a money thing.
Well, in Newport, in Northport, she posted a video herself showing her turtles in her yard, and she walks over to the fence to the right of her property, and she says, "Yeah, I've had an issue with my neighbor because he killed my sponge plant. It was growing up here on the fence, and I've even had to go to the town council about it, and I've complained about it, and I've called whoever about it." So at this
So
point, we know that she had issues with her neighbors in Northport, just like she does now.
I mean, the thing is, right? Okay, here's the, like I heard about that, but to be honest with you, I just found it petty. If you've got an argument with your neighbor, you've got three ways of dealing with it. You can either confront them, you can get mediation to try and fix the problem, or three, you turn around and say, "Hey, come over, let's sit on the edges of our properties, let's have a beer, and let's have a chat. Let's see if we can find some middle ground." Yeah, yeah, we may not agree, we may agree to disagree, or vice versa, but at the end of the day, okay, let's find that middle ground. Now, the thing is, all this crap started when they moved to Otter Creek, and it's the second time they've had a problem with a neighbor. But the
Mm-hmm.
thing is, here's the thing, though, people are mistaken. This is not just Lynette Preston and Jeremy Hill. Jeremy problem only started 2.5 years ago. But the ever underlying problem that the fleas haven't mentioned, or that Bruce has jumped onto because he knew that this problem existed, was the previous history with Lisa and Jeremy Hills, because that's been going on for a couple of years. It hasn't just started; it's been going on for a couple of years.
Yeah, there's definitely something personal there. A, a woman, and there's plenty of women in the chat that may agree or disagree, but in my opinion, a woman doesn't hate a man like this woman hates Jeremy if there's not something personal there. Take Diddy, whatever his name is. He did all that stuff. I think he's trash, but I don't hate the man. I don't care. It's he's not in my wheelhouse. But
I mean,
but to hate somebody, to hate another man, a woman has to have a personal connection somewhere.
do you know Lisa Hines? Do you know what Lisa Hines? If I was able to contact her last neighbors, and if I was able to contact this Barbara woman who was on that answering machine, right? I can tell you right now. I will tell you this right now, and I want you to heed my words. They will be sitting on here, and they will be talking. They will be sitting on here, and they will be talking. I'll just shut my mouth, and I'll let them talk, because at the end of the day, these are the people that they will be afraid of to hear what they've got to say.
Yeah.
And that there, and I can tell you right now, that there, well, I mean, they've already buried themselves up to their neck in crap as it is.
Well, I've I've looked into a lot of stuff with Lynette because I'm just the kind of person I want to know what makes you tick.
Mm.
What makes her do the things she does? I'm just curious that way. And and I mean, Lynette's not had an easy life. I will say that she's not. Um,
Well, seven marriages. I
she has.
think that tells that. Sorry, just very quickly, considering that she's had seven marriages and that the fact that she lived in Germany, right, tells me that I don't think she can hold on to responsibility. The fact that John is still with her, right, is the fact that they're not married. And I would love. I tell you one thing. I still got the feelers out there, right? And I've got a lot of contacts in the U.S. military, and I've got the feelers out there for the husband who was stationed in Germany. Because I tell you one thing: if he's still around kicking, right, that would. I mean, it's people like this. This is what they're afraid of. Is that we come across or we find people who are willing to talk about the actual factual truth. And like I don't hate Lynette or John Cook. I don't like their behavior or what they're doing.
Oh Lord, no, I don't hate Lynette. Like I said, I believe the woman has led a very tumultuous life.
Mm.
Some of it her own, and some of it's just it's just life. And I don't hate Lynette at all. I want to see Lynette prosper. I want to see her be a better parent. I want to see her happy. But in order for her to be happy, she's got to address the issues that have made her like she is right now. Um, and that's she lashes out at everybody and everything before she thinks. She doesn't think before she speaks. And then she tries to back it up and say, "Oh no, that's not what I meant.
Mm.
I'm the victim. Y'all are picking on me."
And here's another thing. When you say it there, like here, what you're saying, like a lot of people have heard about Michelle Preston, the actual daughter. Because here's one thing, ladies and gentlemen: Lynette Michelle Preston, Lynette Michelle Alexi, whatever her bloody middle names are. Her legal middle name is Lynette. Okay, and I can prove that. I've got a document that can prove 100% that her legal first name is Lynette. Okay. Now, Michelle Preston, the daughter, okay, she's got. I mean, all these family members, they've got their own opinion, and yes, all right, it looks like there's not every family is the perfect family, right? Not every family unit is the perfect unit. But the thing is, what you have to understand, you can't judge everyone in that family the same way you judge Lynette. Lynette has made her own bed. Let her lay in it, okay? Just like the fleas and everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hear her. I mean, how fucking loud do you want me to turn her up? I mean, she's already at 100, right? Then you need to refresh or turn up your turn up your anyway, right? Now, there's certain things being said by the aunties, by Michelle Preston, by Ashley, and by Samantha, and all these other people. There's been a lot said, and the thing is, instead of actually listening to what they're saying, instead of listening to how they say it, listen to what they say. That's the important part here, ladies and gentlemen. You need to listen to what that individual says, not how they say it, because everyone's going to be pissed off. They're going to be drunk, or they're going to be upset, or they're going to say things that is a personal opinion. But the thing is, sometimes in that conversation, you will hear that person say things that you go, "Oh, fucking hell. Okay, point made."
Exactly. And I mean, I've listened to Ashley, her stepdaughter. I've listened to Samantha's story and have been in contact with Samantha's family, so I know what Samantha's saying is true. Um, and I've even seen stuff so far back as back in the 1980s when Lynette's mother she was involved. She was did a newspaper article for grandparents' rights, and she was trying to seek custody of her grandchildren. She does not say from which daughter, just her grandchildren,
Yeah.
because of abuse that was going on in the home. So I do question the life that Lynette has led. I know she's led a hard life. I know she has. But that being said, you can't treat people the same way and and think you're going to get a different reaction. You can't. You got to change something somewhere. You got to change something somewhere. You got two daughters that say the exact same thing about you. You got two stepdaughters that uphold what the two daughters are saying. At some point, God love her, she's got to look in the mirror and say, you know what? Maybe I am part of the problem.
Mm-hmm. Now, another thing. Here's one thing that gets me. All right. Why? I mean, if she has got this behavior and everything that's happened so far, including the pictures that have popped up, and this apparently a PR team and everything else, all it takes is one person. All it takes, and I'm going to say this from categorically, at no time on in any shape or form is anyone to contact anybody for on my behalf, on to my pretty's behalf, or anyone's behalf. Okay, we are only making comment and constructive criticism in towards this story. So at no time are you to speak for me or anyone else. But the thing is, what happens if someone decides? What happens, hypothetically speaking? someone knows someone in the social security or CPS and go, hey, check this link out. And then and then that ball starts rolling and it gets quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker. Okay. I mean, the thing is, you've already got a lawyer whose professional conduct and ethical position is already questionable, to say the least.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
I mean, I'm not even gonna waste time on that pleb.
Don't even get started on that one.
Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna get started on that one. Then you've got two people. Well, I'm not even going to include Robbie because he's irrelevant anyway. Right? You got two people who sit on their platforms. One saying that, oh, I worked in I worked in the music industry. Well, if you worked in the music industry, why are you begging for money for other people? You should be loaded. If you're just telling me that you work for so long in the music industry, you shouldn't even be in this type of environment. I mean, and here's another thing: showing pornographic items for sale on YouTube. I hope you set your YouTube to 18 plus for that, and even now it should be 18 plus because it's adult material. And the fact that you are mixing that up with what's going on now is despicable, to say the least. Right? And Iron Mammy, man, whatever. You aren't an adult when you let a 5-year-old ride on a one-seater e-bike, let alone without a helmet. That's another thing I wanted to bring up, but you jumped the gun, you fucker. Right. I saw Lynette on that e-bike, right? And obviously I didn't see this. I haven't witnessed this yet with the child being on that bike. But let me ask you a question. All this time you've been going on, oh, we don't have food, we haven't got hardly any money for food, blah, blah, blah. And you're not, but why is it that in your GoFundMe, you are begging people for money so you can fix this carburetor, you can fix this tire, you can fix this on a fridge, you can do this on your caravan or on this, and this, but it's never about the food, considering that you should be getting automatically, you should be getting food stamps. Right? What is it? I mean, you've got like a $60,000 car that you've got on hire purchase, so that means that you're paying monthly sums to pay for that vehicle, right? Then you have to include the insurance and registration, and also the fuel and oils and lubrications for that vehicle, right? Then you've got animals as well. I mean, I haven't seen any of those, and I've seen 2 ducks, and that's when they removed Lloyd's RV. Since then, I haven't seen any animals except, oh yeah, by the way, the dogs are alive, by the way. So I did see them. Right. But here's the thing. If you're going to lie or you're going to be dishonest, at least try a little bit better than you are doing at the moment.
Exactly.
You know? So another question, my pretty. What, in regards of all this and regards of like these 2 idiots claiming that they're PR team, do you think they are beneficial to Lynette's court case, or do you think it's actually going to damage it?
Oh, court case, I think they're going to damage it because they sit there and they bitch and complain
You're very
about.
quiet.
They sit there and they bitch and complain about Jeremy doing this and Jeremy doing that, and then
Mm-hmm.
they flip around and do the exact same thing that they are accusing him of doing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not garnering the support for Lynette like they think they are. They are releasing things and saying things without having it planned out, without thinking. They're just up there talking and saying it, and it hurts her, and they don't realize it hurts her. And she's not going to say anything because the money's coming in. If she says anything to them about I'd rather you do it this way or I'd rather you do it that way, then they're going to stop plugging for her. And I understand that. I get it. But they can't, but they're actually showing every time they go live, they're actually adding to the stuff that Jeremy has against Lynette. See, Lisa and Tori and even Bruce, they're not gonna be took under if this doesn't go Lynette's way. Only Lynette's gonna pay the price for it.
Exactly.
They're
Exactly.
gonna get to go back to their home. They're gonna get to go back to their life and do whatever they want to do. But Lynette's gonna be left holding the bag. And I don't think they really are thinking that through yet. They're not thinking through the contingency of what if Jeremy does win this federal court case. What's going to happen then? What's
Um,
Lynette going to be responsible for?
I mean, with every, I mean, like, here's the thing: you've got the court case going on about the thumbnails. You've got the court case going on about the Fantastic Six. Now, Madam Mayor and Brett. All right, I love them to bits. All right, and
Yeah.
Deanna, and everyone who's involved in that, even Corporal Gregory, I'd give him a hug. He needs a promotion, by the way. And the thing is, I mean, when that happened, and then you got Mr. Fucking, oh, I know, I am the law. When he put in and he said the first time he said that word invasion, and then like all the paperwork come up, and then in the top hand corner you can see the Word document invasion PDF. I knew straight away that document was from him, but they denied that. And the thing is, how can you take people to court who were requested to help someone remove his property from that property, considering that she told him to leave the property, to get off that property?
Because it's all a tactic. I mean, we're out here and we're in these groups and we go on chats and we talk about things, we discuss things,
Yep.
and I try to listen to everybody's point of view, and I try not to judge too much. I might not agree with them, but I understand their points of view.
Mm.
And what what's happening, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, is they're trying to milk Jeremy for every penny that he's got and make him spend more money and more money and more money on frivolous lawsuits. That's
Yep.
how they're getting back at Jeremy. They're attacking his pocketbook, and that's how they're going after Jeremy. Bruce knows good and well, as an attorney, he knows that it's not going to pass. He's got enough sense to know that, but he's using Scott to be able to do what he wants to do.
I
And
mean, yeah, Scott Stark, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, like Silverman. I mean, Silverman is owed. Oh, how can I put it? He's owed like what, 16 grand. That's what Bruce actually posted. And the thing, do you think Scott Stark is going to do? I bet you every single penny, because Bruce has already stated that he's doing it pro bono. All right, that's probably why his now wife needs to have 2 jobs. Bless her. Fucking hell. Anyway, and the fact that Scott allowed, because he didn't have his license didn't become effective until last month, the 4th of last month, and he was out of date. Right. That's why Bruce made that mistake with his surname, with his middle name, and
Right.
And the fact that Bruce has made so many mistakes, he's not going to give. If Scott Stark goes into that court case, let's just hope his coffee cup is cleaner than it is before. Right, and that his laptop is clean. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's just hope that like his history of the way he treats clients, from his Facebook comments and the comments that he's received from people who actually employed him, I think they're going to have a problem, because it's going to be a jury court hearing, and they better have their T's crossed and their I's dotted, because everything those 2 fleas are doing are basically destroying their court case. Because
Yeah,
if I was sorry.
I said I guess it's just me. Maybe I'm just country and I just don't grasp things, okay? But I don't understand an attorney sitting on a YouTube channel that is people that sell crystals and whatever they so choose, and to discuss his court case when no other LawTube channel that's worth their weight in gold is willing to sit down with him and talk. And he has petitioned quite a few. I mean, he's
Yes.
petitioned a lot.
Yes, he did.
He's petitioned all the big ones, and the big ones are like, "You're stupid, man. We're not going to get involved in this. We're not dealing with this. This is not happening." So he goes to a channel that has nothing to do with the law aspect of it, and he sits there with them and he gossips in that chat just like they do. I have posted screenshots, so he can't say he doesn't do it. He does.
Yeah. I mean,
And
it's like, Like, there's a lot of people I've spoken to. Some people I've stopped talking to. It's just because, I prefer to, do my own research, and it doesn't mean I dislike them or I'm not happy with them or anything else. Everyone I've spoken to privately, off here, right, I have got the utmost respect for, and that means everybody. Okay, and the thing is, when people say something to me, I usually take it as hearsay until I find proof, and I have actually got actual proof. All right,
Exactly.
and then I bring it up. Now, what gets me is that I did my research on Bruce. I did my research all the way back until 1993. Okay, and there is a discrepancy in his work history. Right, there is a gap, a loop, and then the fact that he's had a YouTube channel for quite a long time. I mean, he's had a YouTube channel for many years. Now, here's one thing that I can't understand, and I'm not going to even ask the idiot because he's a clown. Is the fact that he hasn't used his own YouTube platform, right,
Exactly.
to
Why?
put this across. He's used other people's, and here's the reason why: is because he doesn't want negative publicity. Right? If he goes onto someone else's platform, it can be treated as, oh, he's just fucking talking shit. But if he does it on his own platform, like Veteran Nation, like me, like Squib, like anyone else, like Coop, anyone, when we're on our own platform, we are responsible for our conduct. We're responsible for integrity and our ethics. So
Right.
if we mess up, people will go, do you know what? Fuck you. Bye bye. Right. And that's what he doesn't want. But he wants publicity. He wants that PR. So why has he not, in this whole time, used his own YouTube channel? I
I
mean,
mean, you would
now,
think that he would, because at that point, I mean, no harm meant, but let's face facts. If he had a YouTube channel, we'd all watch. We'd all go look at it just to see what he was, what line of BS he was spilling that day. That's human nature, and it's the drama of the situation.
yeah.
But
I
you're
mean,
right. There is a reason that he's not using his own. He's only trying to go on other people's, be it that he wouldn't have the views to start with, or
I mean,
whatever the case. You would think that he would do his own YouTube channel.
I mean, you'd think, considering that in Ohio court a while back, Sean Martin, yeah, people forgot that name, haven't you? Right? You got Sean Martin, for example, brought up the analytics of YouTube and everything else. Right? That had nothing to do with the court case. Now, and Deuce mentioned this as well. Again, I'm going back to the fact that I personally think that he was already soliciting, people to get onto their platforms way before he came into contact with Stark.
Oh yes, oh yes.
And also the fact that he, and the fact that he has a YouTube channel now. One, I've seen multiple people. I've seen multiple legal channels. Megan covers legal stuff. Tug does that. Legal Vices does it. MLS. Now MLS, I don't like that guy. He's a turncoat, so he can fuck off. Right. But there are a lot of people out there who have channels based on legal stuff, and in some of them I quite enjoy watching because you learn about the American law, you learn about ethics, you learn about the ABA, professional conduct law, professional body. ABA is American Board Association, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know what that meant. And there's a lot of information that you can learn, and the fact that you've got apparently a lawyer who's been practicing law over 20 plus years behaving in such an unprofessional manner but doesn't use his own YouTube channel should speak volumes.
Yeah, it definitely leads to how much he truly believes in what he's doing. Because he's got the perfect opportunity, he's got the platform, he's got the case. Why
Mm.
not do it on your own and give your own legal analysis of everything? Why are you doing it on a channel that propagates hate and sells crystals? I just don't understand.
Now, one thing I have to say, and this doesn't mean I fucking like the bitch, but I don't. Right, the way he spoke to Lisa. Now,
Oh yeah.
Now, obviously, if Gabe would have been there, and if Gabe's got a spine, or if it, if I'd have been sitting anywhere close to where I could hear what was being said, and I heard someone talk to my wife or my partner like that, I would have chewed him out. I would have turned around and said, "You talk to her like that again, right? Me and you are gonna fucking have a word, right?"
Yeah,
Because
he snaps at her.
yeah, and he, I don't think she's the only one. He's done that multiple times to other females, but as soon as a male confronts him or goes out up against him, right, he starts getting his feathers in a row, and to be perfectly honest with you, he's not a man. He's just he's just an absolute limp, you know.
Well, everybody talks about Jeremy sometimes getting sharp with George on live.
He
Yeah,
doesn't get
I've seen. To me, he doesn't get sharp with George.
he
I
just looks
understand
over her.
what's going on. I see what's happening.
Yeah,
But nobody ever talks about the way Bruce talks to Lisa. And sometimes you can hear the hurt in Lisa's voice whenever he gets on
yep.
her about something or he talks
And that's
sharp
the
to
only
her.
that's the
Lisa
only credit.
cows down.
Yeah, and that's the only credit she's going to get from me. I heard that pain in her voice that night,
Yes, I did too.
and that was unjustified and wrong. And that, look, I don't like her one bit, and I'll be that. But I am a real man, and when a woman is hurt or she's being attacked or spoken to in such a way by another male, right, I take offense to that. And he owes her a public apology for what he's done, what he did there. But at the same time, okay, sometimes you need to think before you speak. You know,
Yes, you do. You need to take that breath. That's just like before you make a comment in a Facebook group or on a chat. Sometimes even myself, I'm guilty. I've typed out something and I've stopped myself and I went no and X and deleted it out because at the moment that's how I felt, but I was letting my emotions override my hind end.
yeah. I mean,
And
Roy's got the perfect comment here. Where are you, Roy? Let me see if I can find. Do you know what? Where is it? Where is it, Roy? Where's your comment, Roy? Where's your comment? There you go. That is the that there is surmising everything in a perfect comment. A reputable channel wouldn't take a chance having a BB. Well, after what happened on Veteran Nation, no, and I think very early on, I think Larry, what's his name? Larry Foreman. Is
yeah,
it? Yeah,
be
Larry
right,
Foreman.
Larry Foreman.
Yeah, I think really early on, Larry Foreman realized what was going on, and he was like, "No, I don't want anything." Because Larry is okay. He can be a little bit, you know. Since he came back from Italy, he's got that light Italian haircut, but good on you. But yeah, I don't blame him. I don't blame him for one bit because, I mean, Mike at the time, Veteran Nation, he didn't realize what he was dealing with, and obviously, when it came to the conversation, you could tell in Bruce's voice that he wanted to control that whole fucking thing.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He gets it. You can hear he gets exasperated with her whenever he's trying to go over the actual court documents and stuff, and she's talking more on the and she's talking more on the emotional side of it. You can hear he gets exasperated with that. You can hear the fluctuation in his voice. So again, we go back to the same thing. Why doesn't he do his own YouTube channel and talk about his court proceedings, explain everything, and do everything?
Yeah, I
It
mean,
would be a better light for him.
here, like Lisa Hines, Spawn Trooper, Am I Pretty? Do you guys think that things will get so messy that Stark will bail on Bruce? Absolutely, unless wait a minute, there's another one from Slug. Unless Stark is the type of person that he doesn't care how messy it gets, as long as he gets money out of this. If he's got a little bit of integrity and he's got ethics, and yeah, anyone would walk away from all this because of how messy it's got. But if he's just out there for the money, right? And some lawyers are like that. Then I think he'll stay for the long run. Right, here's Slug. To be honest, I hate a ton of other creators, but I've even stuck up for them and went out of my way to help them. Yes, I have witnessed that, and I've seen that myself when I was doing research on you. So I understand where you're coming from, Spawn. Thank you very much. Um, you know, At the end of the
He's
day,
not,
you don't have to agree with some of these creators, but when
no, but you respect them, and you expect them to respect the people too. Like for instance, any this is what's said all the time. Anybody can come on here. Anybody can come and chat. We just ask that you be nice. We just ask that
yeah,
you be respectful. But when you do, they don't treat you that way. They treat you terrible. If you make one word against what they're saying, if you question what they're saying, they attack you and jump you. And you can't do that. If you do that, then you alienate other people that may listen to what you have to say and may have a different feeling afterwards. Maybe they're listening to what you say and they start thinking, you know what, maybe what they said was true,
hmm I
but they're
mean,
alienating you.
yeah, I mean, here's Gloria Solomon. Hi, Gloria. I don't think Stark realizes what he's got tangled up with. Actual fact, I think he does, because if he didn't, and if he doesn't by now, then he's definitely on the bandwagon. Because the thing is, when you've got a group of people bringing in the monetary gain, I mean, let's be honest. There's been no transparency. I've been saying this for weeks. So, I mean, putting up a document with a dozen or so um, numbers and how much they're worth and everything else doesn't mean shit, right? It's actually showing those cash cards. It's actually showing, I mean, the thing is, you can show the cash cards from the front because on the back, the number is usually covered anyway, but the front, you can show them. So you can show all the gift cards you got. You can show you can be so transparent and redact anything that you don't want to have seen. And but the thing is, nothing has come out of that. Oh, we spent this and this and this. I mean, you had one person donate 7 grand. Other people, someone else, I don't know, from Europe spent donated £500 or yen or whatever. Here's the thing. Now that fence didn't cost the amount of money that you say it costs, because only a couple of months ago you actually stated on your stream that someone had donated the rest of the money that you needed for that fence. So it was already paid for. So everything after that day was bonus. Everything after that day, when you said, "Oh, you need 1,200 and something, whatever," all right, everything after that, everything was paid for. So you've got no leg to stand on when it comes to, oh, yeah, we needed to wait till we got the money. That's bullshit, because you already had the money. You already paid for the fence. So therefore, the panel, and yeah, you may have had to order it in, and it took a long time. It took a while for it, which happens. But here's the fact of the matter: that fence got dropped off, and you put it up in one day. Wow. So you can't turn around and go, oh well, yeah, we had to spend money on labor. No, you didn't. Oh, we had to spend money on fuel. No, you don't. That fuel cost is your own fuel cost, your personal fuel cost. Oh yeah, we bought. Oh yeah, we got like an e-bike for Lynette. What does she need an e-bike for when she's got a fucking Gladiator? All right, e-bike.
Yeah,
What? $500 to $1,000? How much are they?
more like $1,500 to $2,000.
Right. So basically, now she's got an e-bike. Right. So now she needs to keep that charged, and she also needs to keep an eye on that bike, because e-bikes have a bad habit of going up in flames. Right. Second of all, you haven't cleaned up that whole property because you put all the shit behind those sheets. So when it comes down to the court case, you guys have dug such a deep hole, you're never going to get out of that hole. On a legal standpoint, ethical standpoint, or a integrity standpoint, you are done. And putting up that website that I've seen posts on Facebook from that website, and directly attacking Jeremy Hales, that there now characteristically proves that you are committing a character assassination and slander and defamation. That now has given him the ammunition he needs to shut you down permanently, legally. So that's
Yeah,
it.
you're right.
You guys, you may as well just you may ride out the weather, you may ride out the waves, and just sit back and enjoy whatever you've gained from all this.
I mean, I can only tell you what I would do if I was in that situation. If I was in the situation that I was raising money like other people are raising money, I would every month or every week when I got donations in, I would log every donation. I wouldn't put the person's name, but I would log every donation, whether it was a gift card or cash. And I would post that on my community page to let everyone know that this my money's coming in and this is what this money is geared towards. This is what it's for. Like if you send money for the barnuminium, this is what's in the barnuminium fund. This is what's in the fence fund. This is what's in Christmas for Harley's fund. That that right there shows everyone that you're transparent, you're honest. There's no looky-loo stuff going on behind the scenes, and people will donate more because they see where their money's going. They see what's happening, and everybody says, "Well, you don't donate. It's none of your business." Well, yeah, kind of it is. If you're out in public and you're soliciting funds for another person on their behalf, and you're asking everyone to donate money, it becomes everyone's. It's everyone's business because you're asking me, you're asking you, you're asking Kim or David or whoever. You're asking these people to give money. People need to know where the money's going. That's just like we have a an organization over here. I think it's called the United Way, and come to find out the CEO of the United Way was bringing in like over $1 million a year in a salary
Mm.
on money that's donated.
Yeah, here's a thing that it's a good point. Elfie has brought out a good point. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah, there you go. I just put it up before. All right, Elfie's got a good point, but here there's a but. All right, I guess an e-bike. Yeah, the thing is, if you got such a problem, there are delivery companies, right? And there's other people around. Now, here's the thing: had you not shit on your own doorstep and upset so many neighbors, right? I don't think people would go, no, I'm not going to help you. You know, I mean, if you'd have kept your mouth shut and behaved properly and treated people with the basic human respect, right? And you walked up to your next door neighbor and say, hey, look, my car's broken down, blah, 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 blah. All right. Is there any chance you can give me a lift into Chiefland or something like that so I can go shopping? Right. 99% of the time people go, yeah, no problem. All right. I've got to go shopping anyway. All right. And having an e-bike, yeah, you take that e-bike somewhere, like, you know, you've got a 50-50 chance of one, that e-bike running out of power or it getting stolen. All right. So, and knowing the way what I've seen so far, all right, what I've seen so far is that, like, if you can't keep an eye on your car and you can't get it serviced every 6 months or you know get it checked, then you are responsible if it breaks down. And right, and on an e-bike, yeah, good luck on carrying everything. Who's going to look after the child when John's not there or he has to go somewhere? Okay, the e-bike, I think it's just a toy. I think it's just jealousy because Jeremy had free, and I'm going to go on to someone who's already said it. Right? Oh, they've got it, so I'm going to get it.
Exactly.
You know, and it's the way and that's my opinion. Now, wait a minute, let me go through the comments here because saying someone donated the rest of the money to finish her bandamania. They also claim, right, if someone has donated that money, where's the transparency? Where's the transparency? What this is what it can't be. You can't. But listen, if you can't respect the fact that people want transparency, all right, then you can't sit there and complain and make accusations and threats and God knows what when people call you a liar or dishonest because you haven't shown any transparency. Whoopee shit, you put a fence up. Wow. I mean, if I put a GoFundMe up for myself and I ask people, oh, I need to do this, and I show them some pictures of stuff I need to do around the house. All right, and basically they donate, say, 10 grand or 5 grand or whatever. Do you seriously think I'm not going to show them what I'm spending the money on? Of course I'm going to show them. Of course I'm going to be transparent because at the end of the day, that money doesn't belong to me. It's donated. If it was a tip or here's 500 quid, all right, that's one thing. But a donation, you have to keep a record and transparency on the donations because the donations are for the thing that you've put the GoFundMe up for. They're not for you personally.
Right, like let's say I don't know how much they got for the barnuminium. So, guys, I'm just pulling this number out of my
Hi,
behind.
Linda.
Let's say they've got $30,000 set aside for the barnuminium that's been raised. I'm just using that number.
Yeah.
Then broadcast that. Show people that's how much you've got, because at a certain point, people can stop donating. They
Or
think
will.
if
They,
they don't know that you've got enough to complete something, they may still be sending money for that particular item. And at the end of the day, if you've got $5,000 left over, my understanding is that they said that they'll give that to Lynette and John, but that's not what people donate to. Not everybody. Some
how
people's
much for
okay
Dr.
with that.
Pepper? Hang on a minute. Ooh. Right, what are we talking about? Okay, Slug, what are we talking? What are we talking here? Hey, what are we talking? Right, okay. Listen, I mean, we can do the deal down in the garage if you want, in the back car park if you like. I want at least a dozen boxes. How many Dr. Peppers per box? Hey, come on, Slug. How many boxes? How many cans in what each box? Come on, quick. Come on, before anyone notices, before anyone sees our shady dealing. Come on. How much? How much? Come on. Too slow. God damn it! I've got hundreds of Dr. Pepper for you. Oh, don't give him Dr. Pepper. I mean, yes, ladies and gentlemen, I do like Dr. Pepper. As right now, I'm going to have a little bit of mouthful. Yeah.
I can't
American.
say I'm a Dr. Pepper girl myself and a
Do you
cheerleader.
know? Do you know what? American corn syrup. Change the topic very quickly. Do you know how much blood you can? Oh, right. This is fake blood, ladies and gentlemen. Right? Do you know how much fake blood you can make with one small bottle of corn syrup?
Yeah, you can. It's actually really cool.
Yeah. Like someone turned around to me and said, "Oh, I need 5 liters of fake blood." And I went, "What for?" "Oh, we're going to do this and this wound." I said, "Well, I'll sort it out for you." Okay, then. And I went to a stables and they've got I went up to a vet and I said, "Look, have you got these big syringes?" He went, "Yeah." So I got 3 of these big syringes, got the pipes and everything for them, and I made this fake blood with corn syrup, a bit of coffee, water, and what else is there? Yeah, and yeah. So I mixed it up and put it in the pipes, and then basically, depending on the type of blood, obviously blood reacts different to oxygen. Right? It's not red when it's in the body; it just reacts to the oxygen, and that becomes red. And when I did this blood, and I showed them, and we did a trial run. Right, one of the women actually nearly fainted because she thought it was real. So yeah, So corn syrup is a very good stuff to use because it's got it's got a really good density for blood. So
Yeah, it does. It
I
does.
yeah, and I will show you once I need to get my GoPros working again. Otherwise, I need to buy a new GoPro. But I'm going to get GoPro and I'm going to It's going to be a POV, and then I'm going to show you certain tricks how to do different wounds and stuff like that. And I'm going to do that one night. I'm going to obviously I don't think I can do it live, but I will make a couple of videos of how to and they are going to be set to 18 plus because obviously they'll have a little bit it will look quite real. So I need to make absolutely sure that everyone, when you see these videos, please remember they are not real. They are just synthetics. They're fake. Can the actions of Patty and Selma be used against LPL Ohio court since who the hell's Selma? And who the hell's Patty? Oh, cough it up. Who's
Yeah, he's getting a cold.
chicken soup, lots of pepper, black pepper. Can the actions of Patty and Selma be all right? First of all, are we talking about Patty, the one when they're removing the RV? Was she the one who phoned up and shouted down the phone at Lynette? Is that the one we're talking about? Because I don't have a clue. I don't really know, and I don't really care. Hang on a minute.
All right, look, I gotta get ready and get off from here with you.
Okay.
I gotta go ride to town to check on my youngin.
Okay, not a problem. But you got the link. When you come back, you're more than welcome to come in. Well, thank you very much for joining, by the way.
Well, thank
So,
you for asking me. And I love everybody out there. I really enjoy spending time with you guys and talking to everybody and getting to know everyone like I have. I mean, you guys rock and I love it.
right, is there anything you want to plug or anything you want to say? In regards of anything, or is there anyone you want to, like Minnesota Black guys? I need to find that bloody link again.
Well, everybody, if you want to, you're welcome to come and hang out in the groups with me. I have Otter Creek Tubetown and Otter Creek Sweet Tea. You're more than welcome to come. It's chill, it's peaceful, it's people from both sides, but we do it classy and respectfully. And everyone shares their opinion, and I try to make sure there's no arguing, there's no name calling. It's nothing like the other places. I want everybody to be just a real community where we talk about things and we discuss things and we come to a complete understanding that it's okay to agree to disagree. So if you're out there and you want to join, please hit that button. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, and I can concur to that. Yeah. I mean, sorry, I'm trying to find a link for TC at the moment. I just can't find it. I had it yesterday.
And
Just bear. We've got to make sure she gets my. You and your bloody Legos.
thanks,
Oh my
Jen. We
god.
love you. I love you too, and I appreciate everything that you do and say.
Oh, hang on a minute. What's that go? Wait a minute, what? Right, has anyone got the link for? Oh my god, I can't believe I've lost
Kim,
that.
you know you got my heart, girl.
Anyone got that link for Minnesota sponsorship? Anyone?
I don't have it.
Oh my god, why can't I find a bloody thing? This happens every time I try to do something professional. Do you think I can find it? Oh wait a minute.
I don't know, but I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'll talk to you later.
Absolutely. You take care, and I'll carry
All right,
on yapping.
all right,
Love
bye,
you
my
too.
love.
Bye bye. Take care, everybody. I mean, you take care. I mean, oh god, I'm so. Oh, where is the freaking link? I'll find it. Don't you worry about that. I'll find it. Oh, see, now that's probably why I didn't. Yeah, that's probably why I didn't remember because yeah. Oh my god, can you imagine having? No, that's just sad. I can't find a link. I can't find it. I just can't find it. Nope, can't find it. It's for the donations for TC and his wife. Oh, wait a minute. Is it that one? No, found it. Where does it go? Give and go. Give and go. Let me see if I can find it. All right. 1 second. Ah, shit. No, I can't find it. Fuck. I hate that part. You know when you can't find something, it really pisses me off. But anyway, so yeah. I mean, do you know what? I've never come across people who've put themselves in such a legal position that oh, wait a minute. Oh, for crying out loud. No, can't find it. Yeah, right. Okay. Oh, well, thank you very much, Linda. Thank you so much. I mean, no, it's okay. It's okay. I'll figure it out somehow. I'll find it. I'll find it. The thing is, when people post so much in, it's hard to then find the link. Ah, here we go. And is it there? No. Let me try somewhere else. Let me try something else. Found it. Found it. Right, guys, do me a favor, right? While we're discussing this, I want you to go and help TC out. I want you to give what you can to help this chap out, right? His wife had a heart attack last Wednesday, right? And everything counts, everything helps. So please go and show your support. Okay, and we've already raised so please go and support the guy. Go and support him. And while you're at it, these are the guys I want you to go and show some love to. Okay, go and show these guys your love. All right, fellow veterans, okay, one of them's part-time Navy, the other one is Navy. All right, but go and show them some love. And there's one that we don't talk, that hasn't been here for a while. All right, where is he? Go and show this guy some love as well. Oh, Wilbers, you're here, and you could have put the link in. Ha! Charming. All right. Anyway, so what were we discussing? What were we discussing before? Obviously, now, as far as I'm concerned, right, they have buried themselves in so much litigation that, irregardless of what they do now, yeah, I know they're trying to deflect. I know they're trying to circumvent shit, and they're trying to copycat and use, certain things, and they put those pictures out. They put this website and those pictures out deliberately to catch people out, and that's what they're doing. I mean, you can tell that just by what they've been saying and how they've been behaving. And as far as I'm concerned, this is a message to them: you are absolutely despicable, to say the least. And that's all I'm going to say to that. Oh, he went to the meeting, did he? Oh, please tell me it was funny. Please tell me it was good. Please tell me it was good. I'll watch it later. I know for a fact it's going to be fantastic, because if those idiots turned up, they're going to be on camera, and if they even say a peep, well, put your own link in then. Huh. Oh, did I mention that I'm over 500 now? I totally forgot about that. And you know what? I'm not even gonna do this. I'm not even gonna do all the ad scenes and all that stuff yet. I'm not gonna do it yet. I don't think I'm entitled to be monetized yet. I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait because the thing is, I got a few of my articles published, and I got a good video coming out that I think you will like. Right. Righty then. Well, I mean, let me ask you a question. All right. Do you and you can answer with 1, 2, or yes or no. Actual fact, it's a yes or no. Right. Do you think with the behavior and everything, the flea bags and everyone in regards of this whole fucking website pictures and all that shit, do you think they're going to be legally held responsible for their actions when it comes to the court case, or aren't they? Yes or no? Hey, Ali. Of course he's going to keep his camera focused on them. Of course he's going to do that. You see, the thing is, a Biscuit Boy is one of these type of people that's like a new toy. When if something, 50-50, right? Yeah, yes. Mercedes, no. Gail, don't know. So if you say no, what makes you think that they won't be held to answer for their actions? 50-50. I mean, topic of conversation. Oh, bloody hell, Don was there. Oh, really? Oh, this is absolutely phenomenal. Biscuit Boy is going to one day, and I hope it doesn't happen. One day he's going to put himself in a position where someone's going to react negatively to his presence, and they're just going to destroy that camera. And I hope it doesn't happen. But he puts himself. I don't think he thinks about the situation he's putting himself in. Because at the end of the day, if someone feels they're in danger or they feel threatened or harassed, people will react differently to it. Which I can fully understand. And I like the way they've set. I like the way they've set it up now. That you know, Zim is in the corner, which is good. I like the way they set it up. That's a really good setup, actually. B-Boy is turn off the hurdles. Wait, who's starving for attention? I'm positive. um, Wait a minute. Biscuit Boy's daddy get out of prison for unaliving. What are you on about? You're making no sense, Turtle Hurdles. I'm not understanding what you're talking about. As far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm aware, sorry, Biscuit Boy's dad is in jail for SA. I'm not going to go into any further than that. That's what I have found on that. And if he's been released, then he's probably on probation and he's on the register. But again, that's just speculation. I haven't done any research because at the end of the day, I don't have to do any research on a pleb like that. Oh, okay. He gets out of prison next month. Yeah, which is probably, I mean, if he's been given a certain amount of time and he's done on good behavior or you know, what is it, 10% or 3%? I don't know. It's a certain percentage of time spent. Yeah. And then he's released probably on probation and he's on the register. So much enough to interrupt the conversation DJ was having with someone else, but didn't like it when DJ was shining a light in his face with anyone recalls this. At the end of the day, DJ has every right to protect himself, and he used a torch, used a light. So where's the harm in that? If I'd have had a torch on me, I'd have used a dragon light. I would have gave him a suntan. Where was it? Where is it? Turtle Hurdles. Yeah, I understand what you're talking about now. Yeah, I get it now. You confused the hell out of me on that one. Like, what? But, you know, it's responded to George and Diana when they were speaking to an officer that time. Oh, yeah. I just find this whole situation, I mean, I shouldn't say entertaining. I would say it's very, how can I say it? It's very psychologically, mentally questionable, the actions. Their actions, I mean, like, I mean, you know, I mean, if I was Rattus, I would have stood there. Right, there you go. There's your claim to fame. Now go and make some money off me. And the fact is that this is what gets me with these fucking idiots, right? They don't realize that they're actually they're giving Rattus publicizing free advertising. There you go. Sorry, they're giving Can I? Do I? Do I really want to? Do you have the link? Do I? Do I have to be concerned? Don't say any. Don't say in. Well, you can come and join me, but please don't say anything that I won't like. But you should have the link. Yeah, you should have the link. The link hasn't changed. I wouldn't be, to be honest with you, if Biscuit Boy starts following DJ around, DJ can legally call the police and tell him that he's being followed. You know, and if he feels threatened, he can use self defense. So, Will Burns, you should have the link. I mean, fucking hell, what do you want me to do? Hold it for you? Let me get a link for you. You just can't get the stuff these days, can you? Wilburn, are you? Oh my God, you're a pain in the ass, you are, tell you. Oh. I mean, I've sent her the link, and like she's got 30 seconds to join. And if she doesn't hear, I'm gonna delete. No, I don't. Right. First things first. Don't speculate. Don't assume. Right. I mean, I don't think Biscuit Boy is that dumb. But then again, yeah. It's just one of those things. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it'll be a stupid. It'll be. Oh, you are here. Oh my God. Wait.
I've been backstage for a minute now, just waiting, talking to myself.
Good. Maybe you'll talk some sense into yourself. So
I was responding to the chat, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not even in the stream yet.
No, you're not. There you are. You are now. So what do you want? What do you want, Trouble? I'm joking. Go on.
I was lonely.
Well, if you're lonely, buy yourself one of those little robots that when you talk to it, it'll go.
I don't need a robot. I have a friend named Spawn.
No, you don't.
You don't love me no more.
You
Am I
see,
fired?
I am a type of person. I'm very, very careful. I mean, over the last couple of days, I've noticed that you need to be very, very fucking careful what you say and who you say it to. Very careful. And that's not directed at you. That's directed in general.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. And considering what's been going on, and considering that little fucking honey trap, that little little catfish trap there, those idiots have tried to do. I mean, I'm sorry, but how stupid can you get?
Right?
I mean, seriously, there has to be, like a line you don't cross, and obviously, you know,
They are getting more and more violent by the day over there.
I wouldn't say violent. I'd say more.
Okay, their chat is violent. I sat and I was watching Fat Boy's chat while I was in DJ's chat, and the things people were saying in Fat Boy's chat was scary.
Right. Well, let me ask you a question. Were they inciting other people to commit physical or verbal violence towards an individual?
They were trying to get Fat
Don't,
Boy.
well, don't raise your voice. I'm not deaf.
Oh, I didn't mean to raise my voice. I was just saying they were trying to get Fat Boy to fight for it, sort of.
They wanted him to physically attack DJ.
And then there was one that said, "He's lucky I'm not there." And then Lisa running her mouth, per usual.
And did you screen cap that?
I sent a bunch of screenshots.
Right. You know that you can report them for inciting violence. You know that, don't you?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Morning, Sandra.
Good morning, Sandra.
So, so, so basically, you've got someone inciting physical violence on YouTube. That's against their community guidelines and terms of services. You know that, don't you? Just saying, just putting it out there. Just putting it out there.
And I'm guessing from what messages I'm getting is Thomas was stalking Radis as he was trying to leave.
Why? I mean, what? This is not. Look, if you disagree with someone, that's one thing. But when you start going out of your way to commit possible criminal acts like violence, 517. What are you on about, Palmers? What are you talking about? Oh no.
Yeah, Tat ended his live though because he was having a conversation with Mayor Zim.
Which is free. Which is it me, or are they trying to stop people from communicating with each other in a normal fashion? Is it me? They're trying to control the narrative and the rhetoric of the conversations and what's being said in this whole situation.
They
Well,
are.
if you are, well, here's a newsflash. If you're trying to and you are, it's not going to fucking work with me. That I can assure you of. Yoda, how you doing, brother? All right.
Yoda.
That
Spastic, son.
that's not good. That's not going to work. That's not going to work at all. And where the hell Skip? Oh my God! I need to read. You right. Check. Fence was bought on a sale and against the flyer. Came. He said they got it on sale and gave it all, which means it was probably cheaper than the people they bought. They can't keep milking the vine because the claim they didn't have enough money for the loans. Paid. Pushing what I stop and not even being silent. Hang on a minute.
Yoda threw you a Dr. Pepper.
And 1 second.
Hi, Miss Vicky.
Oh my god.
And yes, tiny humans in the background.
Yeah. Well, I need to turn you down a little bit because it is a bit loud.
That's because he walked right up on the mic to throw his.
No, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. You don't have to explain yourself. Oh well, that's very interesting. Yeah, I'm not going to discuss that. That's yeah, I am not gonna discuss that. Interesting to say that you can get all that in writing or prove that you Wait, what?
I'm confused.
Make sense of that.
Oh.
Right. I'm getting some interesting. I'm not going to discuss it. 1 second. I need to go and get that Dr. Pepper that was thrown at me. 1 second.
It's my stream now, people. Bubba, no.
Okay. Do you know what? You guys are pushing me to drinking, and I need to turn. Oh my! I need.
Sorry.
Yeah.
He's big mad at me right now.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, I'm getting distracted for what?
Okay, what was this? You had information coming in that you couldn't discuss?
Yeah, I'm not going to discuss that yet. Right now, what I'm doing, I'm actually watching the stream from Gratis because I want to see exactly what happens. I can't hear it because I'm not going to play it because I don't have his permission to do so.
You could really hear it very well anyway. As you know, Zim is very
No.
soft-spoken.
No. Oh,
You know how the tiny human gets that second burst of energy right before bedtime? That's what's happening right now. How about I turn myself down?
this is my whole point about fucking having people communicate with different types of information. And the thing is,
Skipper's in the backstage. It's a party now.
no, it's not, because I'm getting a little bit pissed off because I'm getting messages from one person. And I'm getting to a point where I am getting a little bit fucked off. Right. At the end, right. Let me make something absolutely fucking clear to every single person who's listening, and take this to the fucking bank. I don't need hearsay. I am not interested in fucking hearsay. Okay, I'm not interested in it. All right. If you tell me something, I'll do my research on it. Now, I'm being messaged by multiple people. Okay, I respect and I understand that you want to tell me about certain stuff that's going on. However, the thing is, until I will look at the comment, I will then do my research, and if I think it's relevant, I'll discuss it. If it's not, I won't discuss it. Please respect that. Please respect that. Okay. Just make absolutely sure that everyone understands. And if you take offense to what I've just said, Why am I getting feedback from somewhere? Oh, it's like, hi, Skip. How you doing, mate? Right. And at the end of the day, okay, how much do we have to repeat ourselves to prove categorically what the fuck is going on here? The fact that they've put pictures of Harley Grace, now we can name her now by name because they've publicized her name, they've publicized her pictures. Where, what do we have to do to prove that they have now gone from Lynette doing GoFundMe's to now the Fleas putting up a website, identify themselves as a PR team, and now using that child again for monetization? They are monetizing that child. There is no ifs or fucking buts about it. As simple as that. Now, to the people who are messaging me, I'm not going to do anything until I have done my research, and I assure you, I will do my research. And I'm going to also be changing some of the rules in my chat as well, because at the end of the day, it needs to be controlled. It needs to be constructive. It needs to be to the point. Now, I get it. People want to get that shit out, and they want to talk about it. And the fact that that you've got video evidence of what happened to DJ Ratters, right? Unless you are so naive, or someone decided to do some sort of like brain chemistry with you, and that you don't have a brain cell to think of, then don't say anything at all. Because at the end of the day, video evidence, right, is way better than hearsay. As simple as. No, it's not. No, it's not you, Wilburns. Trust me. I've received 3 messages from 3 different people who I'm not going to name,
No,
and
darling. I was
it
talking about little man.
no. It's absolutely nothing to do with you. It's got nothing to do with any Skipper.
know.
It's the fact that this hearsay needs to stop, because that's what's causing part of the problem. Because when it's like factual, like Skipper, for example, many weeks ago, weeks and weeks ago. Actual fact, it was nearly 2 months ago, wasn't it, Skipper?
Of which thing?
The petition, save Harley Grace, save Harley Grace.
That was that was longer. That was in August.
Right. So we're looking at 3 months ago. 3 months ago. And it's already been proven that they even stated, "Oh, we're gonna take that and we're gonna use that ourselves." But the thing is, they've copyrighted that. That's copyright infringement. And the fact that people are still falling for all this bullshit, it makes me sad, because people are giving away their hard-earned money, or even if they're on SSI, or if they're on pension, or whatever, right? It's very sad. It's just very sad, and I feel really bad that I mean, I shouldn't feel bad, but I do feel bad. The fact that like the CPS or the police or the authorities or the system doesn't do anything about this, and these people are like walking all over the place, causing so much lie and so much disruption that people are believing them, and regardless of what I say or anyone else says, it doesn't matter. And yes, my patience is running out. And I'm coming to a point where I'm just going to put facts out there. I'm just going to show every bit of evidence that I've got. And then let's see, let's see what they do then. Because they have identified themselves as a PR team. Where's their certificate of commerce? Where's their LLC certification? Where's their company name? Yes, AVA is also, he needs a bit of support as well. Oh, speaker, sorry. Yeah. Hi, Skipper. Sorry, I mean, So, host picker, here's the. It makes me sad. It really does. It makes me sad. As a father, it makes me sad. It really does. You know that they're exploiting this child. It just makes me so fucking sad. You know, you got a perfect mother. You got a perfect mother sitting on my stream. Two perfect fathers sitting on my stream. Right? I've met AVA is a perfect father. Right? I have met so many people who are parents, and you know that the love is there for their children. All right? But here you've got a child that is being manipulated and being used for one thing: clout. And the funny thing is, when me or Mike mention about the child, right? Where's the child? We never hear about the child. Da, 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 da. Suddenly, it's like a tidal wave. But they've gone and fucked up again. Oh, by the way, hey Mike,
Yeah.
can I introduce you to Harley Grace Twin?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Harley, do you want to say something?
Hi there, it's me. Hello, Uncle Mike. Hi, how you doing?
I'm very happy to be here with Skipper.
But yeah, do you know? I right. Let me. I appreciate right that I'm over 500. Well, fucking hell, 515 plus. Right. I appreciate everyone who's supporting me. Right. I know I haven't started filling out the monetization side of it, and I'm not going to do that for a while, because at the end of the day, I don't deserve anything from anyone right now or ever. Probably, definitely not. Right. But that's my principle. That's up to me, right? But when I do start, getting monetized and super chats and stuff like that, I can assure you this is going to be for pay forward, right? And I don't care what people think. You know, I'm not. I've never had. Oh God, like you talk, because I need to take a moment.
Today's been a very eventful day.
Yes.
Like, it started off where I chose violence. I was like, okay. Like, I was a couple of you guys I texted last night, and I was like, hey, I'm thinking of doing something because I'm getting all these threats. And uh well, I do have an exclusive for Spawn Trooper show. Um there is currently a police report against Lisa Weeks in the San Bernardino police department or sheriff's department due to the threats that have been made towards me. So just FYI, those are out there. Because at the end of the day, I have to protect myself from threats. And so it started off with the threats this morning, and then I was like, okay, you want to, you guys want to threaten me? You want to play with the skipper? Skipper knows how to play. Like, I was a Marine. I got more games than Milton Bradley, and I'll happily play them all. And that's what this morning was. If you guys want to play with me, I'll play right back, and we can play these games. No problem. I'll just play them better than you. And
Mike
there's
chose
nothing they can
petty.
do about what I did this morning. Was he saying something?
I said you chose petty.
Petty violence, whatever you want to call it. Like, I was ready. I was ready this morning. And yeah, this morning I woke up and I saw that you have until 6 a.m. Pacific time. I was like, the F I do. You're not going to channel.
I mean, the thing is, one thing people need to be very concerned of two things with me is when I go quiet and when my and how far I'm willing to go to get my resolve. Just FYI, it's the thing is a lot of people have this bad habit of thinking that they're so clever now. Everything that's been going on with all the pictures of Harley Grace and them putting out that they are um, these Uber PR system and everything else. You've made one big mistake. Right, we all know that the website was done a month ago, and the fact that you have even admitted that you do not have the legal documentation to state that you are a PR system, PR team, or anything like that, but have stated multiple times that you speak on behalf of Lynette Preston, then good luck in court, because everything about you and everything involved, everything can now be used in court. And I can assure you that I'm not done yet. I haven't even warmed up. So word of advice, stand by. That's all I'm saying. Stand by, because I've come to a point now where, you know, let's play a game. Let's play a game. I mean, this is not a threat. It's a promise. It's a prediction. All right. You've now made yourselves a public, not a public target, but a public figure by stating that you are a PR team. Well, newsflash, you've made a lot of mistakes. You've said a lot of things using that sentence on your streams. Stand by. Mike?
Are they still saying that? Because they flip-flopped on that a couple times.
Well, the thing is, they can flip-flop as much as they like. Their problem is they put it onto a website, a public domain.
Yeah.
Right? And they actually bought that public domain. They actually bought that domain. So therefore, it's an official public website. And when you make a public website and you make it official, especially when you got the legal team on there, right, and then you got a PR team, have a guess what? You are now public figures, and therefore you are now liable. Wonder if they knew about that. Wonder if they knew about that part.
Even though they took it down, they're still liable.
Oh, they can take it down. They can take it down as much as they like. But the thing is, they've already done the damage because there's evidence out there now. Do you know how many people took screenshots of everything? And they've now made the fact that they actually done that in the first place shows the level of intelligence they have.
Now I have children arguing.
I mean, I apologize for my seriousness, but seriously, word of advice: if I go quiet, word of advice, just duck, because my resolve will be final. I will protect my brothers and sisters in arms. That's for sure. Ask Mike, ask Squib, ask anybody. I will protect them. Right? I don't care if you want to get on a plane and come to the UK and think that you can do what you can do over in the States over here. Then word of advice: bring a gum shield. Right? And second of all, I know the law here in the UK very well. That's one, and that's just one little message. And I know you guys were in Mike's stream this morning trying to press buttons, but you actually entertained everybody. Thank you for that, by the way. It was very entertaining, actually. Oh my God. Yeah. So I had a special guest on, Mike.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my pretty.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. I was watching earlier.
Mm. That's one of many special guests that I'm going to be having on here. So yeah,
A very special episode of Spawn Trooper.
say again.
A very special episode of the Spawn Trooper.
Oh yeah.
In the States back in the day, when they would do an episode of a TV show or a sitcom that would deal with like drugs or, like any heavy thing, they would call it a very special episode. Like I remember Punky Brewster. I watch it now and I laugh. Punky Brewster watched the Challenger explode.
Oh, stop it! Can you remember T.J. Hooker with William Shatner?
Yep. And was it Heather Thomas or no?
I think it was
wasn't
Heather Thomas. Yeah. Do you know what? You know what that Georgie reminds me of?
Oh God.
That
Christina Ricci.
dispatch lady.
Oh, I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, it was the dispatch lady. She reminds me of her. No, but I mean, this whole situation, right, is absolutely it just makes me wonder where people's mental capacity stands. And yes, I get it, people. Sometimes you don't like what I say, you don't appreciate what I say, but I'm not going to beat around the bush. Simple as.
I was wrong.
Excuse me.
Not Heather Thomas.
Say that one. Wait, what did I miss?
Heather Locklear was in T.J. Hooker.
Oh, my that. Oh. Do you know? So let me ask you a question on the copyright infringement that's occurred. Don't you find it interesting that website was taken down after you mentioned it on your stream?
Oh, I find that very interesting. I sure
find
it'll
it
be
interesting that they had to put your name on the website in hidden text when they took it down.
No, I don't think they were. I think they just suck at HTML, which at this point it's like.
It's really not that hard to set up and run a website.
It's not actually. I mean, I once in a while, funny enough, when was it? Saturday? Was it Friday? I can't remember, but it was a couple of days ago. A friend of mine asked me, because he set up his website, and then I just pointed out a couple of loopholes he's got in his website where he needs to, remove a link here and add one there, and websites are very. If you buy the domain and you go to a decent website provider, and you do your research, you can actually get help to build your website. But that one there, they bought the domain, and you can pay like $12 or $16 for a month or something, or a couple of months, or or you get a special price discount.
I was paying $14 a month for my business site.
Do you know? I tell you one thing. Right, I'm gonna make a phone call and get Slug taken away so he doesn't go anywhere near my Dr. Pepper. Just for the record, just thought I'd say that. Just make that.
I'll be in Ohio from Christmas to New Year's, and I've already ordered. I'm going to do a video while I'm there. I'm taste testing Iron Brew.
You know that, right? I won't be talking to you for a while then. Fucking Iron Brew. How dare you use that language on my stream, sir? How dare you, sir?
The official drink of Scotland.
Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, like, everyone's picking on me now about this. You don't affect me. You don't affect me. Why did you delete his Wilburn? Why did you delete that?
To pick on him.
Don't pick on him, or I'll pick on you.
You pick on me all the time.
Yeah, well, you should be glad that I'm picking on him. So that means I'm not picking on you. But if you want me to pick on
would think
you,
something was wrong if I didn't pick on him.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, but don't. Yeah.
It was just 10 seconds. He'll be fine.
Oh, you didn't time him out, did you?
For 10 seconds. He's gonna come back and he's gonna be like, nobody puts baby in the corner.
Right. From now on, you do that one more time without telling me, right? I'll time you out for 10 seconds. You will behave yourself. You will conduct yourself correctly. My moderators will behave themselves professionally, madam.
Punishment
Shit.
threats don't work on me. I like being punished.
Or wait, what?
Fuck you, Slug. I'm not that much older than you.
I'm surprised Slug didn't turn around and say, "Well, you fucking sound older." Wait, what?
He said, I forgot Wilburns was released from the nursing home.
Oh, let me tell you something right now, Sergeant Mitch, about American fish and chips. All right, that's sacred. That's heresy. Just so you know, that's fucking heresy. I mean, you call your American football. That's not football. Football is soccer. That's football. That's proper football. What you do is you've got your American football players running around in armor. That's not rugby. That's not proper football. You need to get rid of all that armor and be fucking there. Freaking Americanese. Oh, let's play football. Oh, wait a minute. Let's protect ourselves. I don't want to get hurt. So, anything else happened to you, Mike, today? Besides proving a point once again?
Oh, I just had a really good day, knowing that I pissed off a lot of trolls. And just so you know, the reason why American football wears so many pads is in 1905, 19 college football players died in one season.
Yeah, due to head injuries and neck injuries.
Yep, it was nicknamed the Death Harvest. So ever since then, they started padding up. But yeah, I had a good day. Any day you can piss off the trolls, and then it just it like all day long I was just getting people who reached out to me. Oh my god, that was hilarious. F you. It was all day long. In fact, I had one person who said that their comment is in the video. They said that their brother was a Marine and said no veteran would do that, and that I'm a douche. And I just responded with, well, your brother sounds like that. He's a volunteer urinalysis verifier. And I planted a tree today to replace the oxygen that he steals from the world.
No, that lady said she was a Marine.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Yeah,
I don't believe that. A Marine would see exactly what I was doing and would laugh.
Exactly.
I'm sure they're going to say that I was unhinged or angry. I wasn't. I was having fun. like a couple of my friends who watched the video were like, I know you. I know that made your day.
Oh, I must admit though, when I watched your, I'll be very honest. When I watched your stream, I just sat there and I had the biggest smirk I've ever had on my face. I'll just sit there going, "Fucking brilliant," because I know exactly what was going through your mind. I know
there
exactly.
were things I was doing in there to make certain people laugh, and a couple points, you were one of them.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you actually gave fucking Shah my credit, but okay, I can handle that. I was like sitting there, I went, hang on a minute, no, she didn't. And then I went, oh yeah, good point, well presented. Fuck you. The revenge will be mine, you swine hunt. No, but I just can't. I really can't understand the level of stupidity. I really can't.
And if the trolls don't stop, wait till you see what we have planned next.
Oh yes.
People were giving me lots of ideas.
Oh yes.
Listen, next time warn your mods. That way we can be there on time and we're not drowning in trolls.
Well, the thing is, you already. I mean, with me, you already know what the score is when you come in here. As long as I've adapted the same rule that Mike's got. If you don't hate, you come in. But there's certain people I don't want in here, right? And if you are disrespectful and you don't have constructive comments to make, and you want to come in and troll, then I'm just going to hand you over to the mods, and the mods can then have playtime. As simple as. you know. And knowing Wilburn and knowing my pretty and especially Eric, yeah, you're fucked. You will take your integrity and everything else that you've brought into my stream. You'll take it into your own hands. And everyone who's been in here so far, I mean, a lot of people come over to you. They come to your stream as well, Mike. And it's like we've actually, me personally, I want to say this publicly. I think we've built some sort of like community amongst us.
A city
You know,
on rock and roll. We built this city.
Lycara 50, Lycaris, is that Lycaris, Bob's spiritual mum? Oh, that's a mouthful.
Lakira.
Lycara.
I
Hello.
like that. I
Like
like that
Shakira,
name.
but Lakira.
Lakira.
It's like, hi, I've got barbed wire and I'm spiritual. And I'm a mum.
You gotta let it roll on your tongue. Lakira.
Sergeant Mitch. Hey, I'm a troll, an ugly. No.
Dwarf. You spelled dwarf wrong.
So wait a minute. If you're an ugly dwarf, Sergeant Mitch, how the hell can you reach the cannon to steal all the Dr Pepper? Huh?
If anyone is a dwarf in here, it's me. I'm only 4'11".
Yeah, you are a short. Freaking
My children are taller than me.
fucking anything's taller than you.
Oh,
Mike's dog is probably taller than you. You could actually use Mike's dog as a fucking horse.
probably.
You wore a blazing saddle. Move 'em on, get 'em up, let 'em up, move 'em on, get 'em up, rawhide.
Oh, someone here is a wolf. Excuse me.
A friend of mine says I'm a member of the Lollipop Guild.
I think the umpta dumpta I'm sorry.
That would be Wonka, not the Lollipop Guild from
Yeah, I don't know what
Wizard
it was,
of
but
Oz.
as soon as you said that, so that just came into my head. I don't know why, but as soon as you said that, it just popped into my head. I'm sorry.
This city. We built this city on rock and roll. I got kicked out of karaoke when I changed the words to that, but I can't say it on air because it might get you deplatformed.
Yeah. Don't say anything that'll do that. There you go. What do you think of that picture?
Ooh.
There you go.
You're fine.
Yeah. Why do you type in caps? By the way, I mean, I presume that you've probably got sight issues or
Yeah.
like Kira. And as you can tell, that I don't discriminate against anybody. If you type in caps, then just make sure that you give us a reason, because like typing in caps means you're shouting.
I got to go in 5.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, got a meeting tonight.
You're doing what?
I got a meeting.
I so thought you said something else.
I know. I was just about to say that as well. I was like, okay, how much did it cost?
I am not an alcoholic, but I do go to Al-Anon meetings because I like interesting stories, stale coffee, and donuts.
Yeah. Do you know, it's funny enough, I'm going through, I'm doing this counseling course, and today I was dealing with the topics of discrimination, and it's unfucking believable what types of things. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 by. Wait, what? Kind of like. Oh, that's yeah. Like, don't worry about it. At the end of the day, you're not upsetting anybody. Um, what was I going to say? Oh yeah. It's a very interesting topic. The different direct, indirect. The physical intimidate. Discrimination, and all these different victimization, harassment, and stuff like that. Very interesting topic. Very interesting. So much.
It's been very, very good to me.
Say what?
Baseball has been very, very good to me.
Yeah, fucking big boy. Wait a minute. I can give a lot of info on the group in Florida and their lives. Lakira, I think you're a couple of weeks late because we already know everything about them. I appreciate it, but
I know breakfast.
yeah. What is it with you today? You seem like you've been drinking too much coffee, or what's going on
You
here?
woke up spunky today, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, isn't he?
And I'm working on a new story. I don't know if I'll ever be able to go to print with it, but I can. I can give you guys some of the details of it offline.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. We can do that in a minute because the thing is, we're coming up to 3 hours, and I think tonight has been a. Oh, I've cut his head off. There you
Well,
go.
that's not nice.
Who's that?
Right.
I see.
Ooh.
Why, it's Little Red Riding Hood. Hey there, little
No,
red.
you don't. We went there twice and so many lies. What do you mean? Please explain that. We no, you don't, and we went. Trust me, we know 99% of what's going on.
Wait. You went to Otter Creek twice?
Who went to Otter Creek? Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a fucking second. Like you're a Bob. Are you the woman? Are you the lady on that? Wait. Did Did you send anything to a certain individual?
Besides, California is where you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly.
Skip. I was giving him a hard time, and then my son called and interrupted me. Oh, don't worry about that, Linda. Lakira, can you explain what you mean? Someone sent you an email for you to come here.
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Got back on down over on the bayou.
To Robbie's? Oh, shit.
You got you some of them gators over there in Louisiana.
I was the one cooking all the Cajun food. Oh, I am now confused. I am officially confused.
At Robbie's. She
Got
was
some
the one
gumbo.
cooking the Cajun food at Robbie's. She went to Rob's.
Oh. Okay. Why am I so fucking confused right now?
I am, but I'm not at the same time. Would this have been around the time Omar and them was there?
Cook you some of them ham hocks.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I get that you live in Louisiana, but what I'm not understanding is
I think what she's saying is the stuff Robbie is saying.
I got me a cousin up about
Oh,
Lafayette.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you the Barbara who left a voicemail
The one
on an
stat
answering machine? Are you the Barbara who left a voicemail on?
Somewhere down near Baton Rouge.
Oh my God, Skipper.
I go down there
Oh,
every day. You know what I'm saying? That's a pretty good.
right. Stop. Just stop a minute, guys. Right, Barbara, are you the one who left a voicemail on an answering machine to Lisa about a parcel that you sent to her?
Pins and needles. Waiting patiently.
Because if you are, then we need to have a chat. And if you can prove that you are that person, because there's only one way you can prove that person that you're that person. Oh, right. Okay, then you're not. Right. Okay. Okay.
By chance, you send me up some of that head cheese?
I swear to God, I need to know what fucking Mike's been taken. Mike? Is that you?
I want whatever he's on.
I know, same here. I am so freaking confused right now. Right out. Well, people are saying yes, it is her, and they're saying no, it's not her. The parcel to Rob.
You're letting the chat confuse you.
Goodbye.
Okay, chat.
Right. Okay. So, right. Okay. Before I actually lose the fucking plot here, okay, because this is important. Did you speak or leave a message on a phone messenger, all right, in regards of sending a parcel with Indian jewelry and other different stuff in that parcel, and that parcel then disappeared? Right. And did you leave a message on a voicemail for Rob, telling him what he was receiving, and that parcel never turned up? And Lisa and other people are saying that you lied. So you are that individual, right? Let me ask you a question. Are you able, or are you willing to prove, and have you got evidence like the receipts and everything that you can prove that it was sent to them? And can you prove, or are you able to prove by contacting the DPS or whoever sent, whatever carriers you sent it on, that that was delivered? Are you able to do that? I know why Moon Wolf. So you got every single bit of evidence, and you can categorically prove. You can send screenshots and prove that that parcel was delivered, and it was signed for by those individuals. Can you Would you do me a favor? Would you send that information to that email address, please? That's just been posted. Yeah, hi, Wolf. Funny enough, I used to get called Wolf, but my animal spirit is actually a wolf. So, but yeah. Anyway, by and by, right. So, Moon Wolf, right? If she is your wife and you can prove categorically that everything you're saying is true, and you can prove, bye, Mike. Right, take care, Mike. Right, and you can prove 100%, because I've been trying to get hold of you. If you can show evidence and tracking number and everything else, Okay, and dates as well when you sent it. So you had them pick. So where was it delivered to? Because the thing is, any carrier, if they're dropping something off and it's tracked or it's registered, right? They need to, what they do, they scan it and they scan it into the location where they've dropped it off. If you can get every single bit of evidence and you can send it to that email that's just been put out up there, you still have the video.
If you can, sweetie, send the video too. Unless it's super long.
Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Very interesting indeed. Because let me put it this way. Um, let me put it this way. Because if you do have that evidence and it can be proven that they've lied about, all this. Okay. All right. Well, any evidence, because this is groundbreaking. This is very interesting. This is very interesting indeed. But obviously, I'm going to do my own research. So I am going to do my own research and my own checks to make sure to verify, because I do know a lot about UPS and deliveries and stuff like that. But anyway, unfortunately, it's time for me to call it a night. Again, thank you very much for showing up. And this probably might upset a lot of people, or yeah. That funny enough, I was about to ask that. So Barbara and husband, what made you come? Yeah, you said that you got an email, but why wait until now? Why wait until? Why didn't you? Why haven't you spoken up before about this? Considering that this has been going on for a while now, was it because you just thought you just doesn't matter, or what was the why now? Yeah, I will have it. I will. At my own convenience, of course. But yeah, so why wait until now?
Well, she said she received an email earlier to come here.
Yeah. Take care, Jen. You take care. Have a nice night. And
Good night,
remember,
Jen.
cuddle up.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So are you just wanting to have your voice heard?
hose picker were all suspicious. At the end of the day, everyone has a right to be suspicious until the proof is there. If there's proof and evidence, and it can be substantiated, and it can be proven to be actual proof. Okay. All right, Bob. Well, thank you very much for coming in. Appreciate that. And thank you very much for stepping up and and don't be afraid of them. At the end of the day, it's just words. But thank you very much for, stepping up.
Well, thank you for your service, Wolf.
Yeah, thank you.
Gail, we got it, baby. We got it.
Yeah, it's okay, Bob. Thanks very much for coming up and bringing this to our attention. Because like we all heard the voicemail, and you sounded very genuine and very, so if you still got the proof and the facts and everything else, not yet, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I did see that actually. That was hilarious. Yeah, and they fell for it, look line and sinker as well.
Yeah, they did.
So yeah, Bob and Wolf. You've got an email. You can send that information to the individual, and then we can go from there. But until I've seen factual evidence, I'm not going to comment any further on that. Okay. Thank you very much for coming in, and thank you very much for bringing this to our attention. And it's a pleasure meeting you. And I hope that like we can bring some light to this this wrong accusation. Okay, and we are gonna prove it. Okay.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So until we've seen the evidence, okay, I'm not gonna go on about it anymore. Because we'll just be going around in a circle. Yeah, good night and God bless you. And thank you very much again for coming in. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Okay, goodbye. All right, so God bless you. And again, right, guys, I'm going to, before I go, Wilburns, you got anything you want to add?
I am late on getting this video out. I can't seem to get it to keep my attention while I'm editing today, but I'm trying.
Yeah.
I am trying, guys.
Anything else you want to plug?
Make sure y'all check out TC's link and help him and the Mrs. They will need it. She will become, I believe she's coming home today or tomorrow, is what Mike said.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And the medications are not cheap by any means.
No.
So any help, any prayers.
Yeah, I think there's going to be an ongoing medical bill that's going to, God bless, bless them. Yeah, but anything counts. Anything that you can give, right? Even prayers, right? Share the link.
Yes, and you can still click on the link if you can't help with funds. There's a pray button to let them know you're praying, and you can leave TC and his wife a little note, and they will see that. TC has access to this. I gave him full access to the Give Send Go.
Yeah, and Yeah, and I'm just going to say goodnight. I probably won't go live for the next couple of days. I don't know yet. I probably might jump on with Mike or anything. But one thing I can say is that at the end of the day, guys, hate is not a good thing. Okay. And you believe what you want to believe. No one can force you to believe anything unless you want to. No one can tell you what to do. All right. At the end of the day, be unbiased, make your own opinion, make your own mind up. Because let's put it this way, over the last couple of weeks, they have really fucked up big time.
Absolutely.
Right.
And remember, guys, you're one of a kind, and never let anyone dim your light.
Exactly. And we're going to put a spotlight on all this. And like I said, I only go off of evidence, facts, and proof. And yeah, so remember that, guys. I'm calling it a night. Anything else you want to add before we go yeet?
That's all.
I'm
Have a
at
great night,
500
everyone.
Wait, I'm at 521. How the fuck did I get to 521?
You're
What is it wrong?
steadily
What's wrong
growing.
with you people? What's wrong with you? What do
Once
I do?
you hit 500, it just rolls. That's what happened with me on TikTok. Once I hit 500, it was over with. I'm at 4,000 before I knew it.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Once you hit 500 followers, whether it be on YouTube or any other social platform, like on TikTok, once I hit 500 on TikTok, within less than a year, I was at 4,000.
Oh God.
Like
Yeah,
within
well, you know what about my opinion, but the thing is, I'm not gonna monetize anything yet, not yet, anyway. I don't see I don't think I've got the right to, but we'll see what happens in the future. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you, and remember, the bedtime stories will come back. I promise that. I really do promise that. And for Palmer Acre Homestead, I promise that I will start something. I will find a good story, and I will read it and record it. Okay, so all I can say, guys, is don't fall for the. Oh, okay, David Green, you've got a question. Go ahead. What's your question? What is thy question? What is your question? I mean, there's a bit of lag, so we need to wait.
Of course, they all get to hear Tiny Human just chattering away over here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So, I feel so cheap now that you love and leave me. Well, that's
Wait,
how
what?
you. Yeah, Tim's getting it.
Tim!
Who did my artwork? That one there, I'd rather not say.
That one's badass.
Right, but there are others. Others have been done by Mr. Coop and the Wilburns. Both of them have helped me out quite considerably in the thumbnails and stuff like that. So I owe them my gratitude for that.
Coop's is far better than mine.
No, you're both good. I use both. I use them both. So I wait a minute. Like that one there. That was Mr. Coops who did that, and that one there I did myself.
That's enough, son.
Yeah, Dave. Talk to Wilburns. They will help you. Just give me credit.
I'm gonna start charging people for thumbnails. I have so many people coming to me now, thanks to you and Mike. Hey, can you do this? Can you do this? Can you listen? I'm fixing to start charging $5 a damn thumbnail.
I'll do it. Yeah.
I hardly have time to work on my own stuff. And I have a business to run.
Right, guys. Well, listen. Megan Fox is live, so everyone go and jump. Megan Fox or Squid, right? Go and show your love. Go and say hello. Send them my regards. Okay, send them my regards from me.
I believe
And
Squid's doing day 3 of the
yeah, that
try
court case, isn't it? That Lake and Riley case.
Lake and Riley. Yes,
Yeah, Lake and Riley case. I think it was. Yeah, that was interesting actually. But yeah,
it hits home for a
yeah,
lot of us.
yeah. That's. I mean, how old is she? 14? Is she 14 or something?
The girl was 22. She was a college
22.
student.
Sorry. Right.
She was a nursing school student.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with people these days. I really don't know what's wrong with people.
What
If
happened is
if
our
you feel so
government.
much. Say again.
What happened is our government opened our borders and let these illegals in, and they're in here killing our Americans.
Well, we're not going to say that too loud. Like at the end of the day,
That's exactly
allegedly.
what happened with Lakin,
Yeah, I know, but
the open border policy.
yeah. Well, yeah. But anyway, that's something to discuss on that server on that. So, guys, go and jump over to Squids. She'll be talking about that court case. So if you're interested in that, go over there and go and show them some love. Or if you want to go and jump on Megan Fox and not that Megan Fox, but this Megan Fox, who's discussing certain stuff that's going on in Otter Creek, then go and check that out. So, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I bid you adieu. I hope you have a good night. And again, thank you very much for all your support and your trust and love and your hugs and respects. And please remember, if you got anything that you can spare to support TC and his wife, right, please go ahead and show your love and show any gratitude, any support is always welcome. So please go and do that as well. Okay. On that note, I am going to go. How does it go again? How does it go again, people? You should know about.